MMA Roasted is powered by betonline.ag. It's the NBA and Stanley Cup Finals. Support our podcast by making a wager on your pick by going to www.clnsmedia.com/winning and using promo code CLNS50 for 50% cash back on the first deposit. Listen, people, I got to talk to you about naturesoilsonline.com, okay? Because they are the best CBD you're going to get. A lot of people are hesitant to try hemp-derived CBD oil because they just don't know where to start. There are so many different products and brands. Hard to know which product's right for you, how much to take, when to take it, how to know if you're getting too much, all right? But this family-owned business, family-owned, you gotta support the families, okay? They not only provide the highest quality U.S.-grown hemp-derived CBD products, but they also give personal guidance on choosing the right product and finding a dose that works for you. Their hemp is grown in the U.S. without the use of pesticides and is mixed with organic MCT coconut oil. Each batch is third-party lab tested for potency and purity, and the results are posted on their website. They have a variety of products, including full-spectrum or whole-plant hemp oil extract, hemp-derived isolate tinctures, hemp and emu oil pain balm, which I need, and full-spectrum CBD dog chews. And when I tell you, I give this stuff to my dog is so much happier and friendlier and more relaxed, okay? All their products are available on www.naturesoilsonline.com and include free shipping within the continental U.S. Call them directly and ask questions at 469-525-3131 as a special offer for listeners of the show. Nature's Oils is offering a 10% discount of their already reasonable prices, okay? When calling out online or mention discount code ADAM10 to get 10% off, okay? Check them out. It's Michelle and Christian, really nice people.
Trap sonsen, trap dansen. Түүний сонсдог хөгжим дур булан. Даалж дуулан дур булан мууруулаа. I'm a young trap nigga. And you both don't know not to take sick, yeah. Trap, I'm dead serious.
Action. What's up, people? Hope it's going to be a great podcast today. Welcome to MMA Roasted Podcast. I'm here with Tyler Smith, the Marine, the fighter, the security guard, the everything. The guy whose mother is Jewish and a dancer. And yes, it's going to be a great show. We also have Joe, the Weendawg, the Kid Perez.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Glad to be here.
I'm happy you're here. I think Renato might come. I'm not sure. He was supposed to be booked, but he got the wrong time. But it's going to be a great show. We also have a girl who is an exotic dancer and a fighter. Exotic dancer and a fighter. Have you heard that? I never heard that. I
probably started training after dude started grabbing her.
You think so?
Maybe. We'll see.
I'm actually very curious.
We'll see in 20 minutes.
I'm actually very curious to see. I want to talk to her. Her nickname is Little Monster. Her name is Crystal Vanessa Demopoulos.
Now, is it little or is it Lil?
Lil.
Like, did she go did she go SoundCloud rapper Lil?
Yeah.
All right. I'm into that. Lil Monster.
Yeah.
What's your last name? Duval?
Demopoulos.
Demopoulos. It's a hot name. Crystal Demopoulos.
So can you guys stay till 2? Because he can come at 1:15.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right, cool. So it's gonna be. So we got Renato coming at 1:15. It's gonna be a great show. I want to thank our sponsor, Speedweed. Listen, marijuana is legal in California, so you shouldn't have to leave your house to get it. They will deliver it right to you. Go to Speedweed at Speedweed. They got everything. Me and my wife. She's not breastfeeding anymore, so she's actually using the THC sex lube. And it's making sex so much better. Her vagina is getting high, and it's awesome. So they have everything edibles. They have vape pens. They have whatever you need. They have it. They have the best stuff: sativa, indica, hybrids, CBD. Go to speedweed.com at Speedweed. Mention Roasted. You get $10 off. Orders $100 or more. So Tyler just went in the backyard. I don't know where he went.
He just went way back in the backyard.
I mean, basically, he was just like incoming and then just ran away.
Yeah. All right, he's coming back.
Here he is. Do you have flashbacks to your Marine days? You just ran into the backyard. Everything okay?
I spilt some of my my coffee.
Oh, okay.
And,
So I want to talk to you. So I had a crazy last week. First of all, I almost got into a fight in my Muay Thai class.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a place to have a fight,
so
dude.
Here's what happened.
Somebody went in too hard.
So this guy from he's from another country, let's say in Asia, and very he kind of newer, and he's going we're doing pad drills, and he's going 150%, which is fine during drills because it's supposed to go hard when unless you're like
you're hitting pads,
unless you're hitting with like a girl or somebody who's like you outweigh a lot, and you're like, I remember I went with some NFL guy and he was kicking my leg, and I'm like, he's like, you want me to go easy? I'm like, yeah, kind of, actually, it's sort of, you don't want to hurt people.
I don't want to seem like a bitch, but yes,
but this guy
please,
was maybe a
you.
little taller than me, probably the same weight, maybe I'm a little lighter, so it's fine. But he was going so hard that he was like falling on the floor, kind of out of breath, in between like rounds.
Just way over, trying to prove a point.
Take your time, man. Nobody's fighting for the title here, right? So then at the end we do light sparring, and they even said like, whoever wants to spar light, go to one side. Whoever doesn't, go to this side. So I go to that side. I'm like, all right, but no mouth guard, no headgear, just shin and gloves, not even MMA gloves.
Yeah, like big gloves. Yeah.
Big gloves. So we're going, and this dude just starts teeing off, like winding up and just throwing at me, but not great form. So I'm like, and I hope I don't get kicked out of like school for saying this, but like, so I'm like, I'm hitting him, but like not hard, but like just basically
like jabbing him
or even right, but just like to get him away from me, kind of like. And then I realized the way to get someone to calm down is not to hit them harder. Because in my head it's like, all right.
If you hit him hard enough.
In my heart it's like, I'll stop his attack and he'll slow down. Mm-hmm. But that was not what I should look. Because then he was still going hard, right? And he was just like, throwing like crazy hooks, but like knockout type blows. So I ducked down and I hit him hard with a body shot, just like right in like the liver, figuring that will get this fucking guy. But I almost was like panicking because I'm like, fuck, I'm in a fucking I'm in a fight right now at like 1:00 in the afternoon, in my class that I'm paying for, and I have a fake tooth I just paid like $7,000 implant. I had to wear a flipper for a year.
Nice.
I had to like torn ACL. I just was not ready, but at the same time I don't want to back down, which is my own ego and pride and bravado, and I was wrong, right, for that. Because then they were like, calm down a little bit. And then the guy throws a flying head kick and fucking hits me like flush in the fucking head. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, so I spun the guy around. I got his back standing and I just fucking bear hugged him. And I was like, calm the fuck down, you know? And he's like, ugh. And then the teacher kind of separated us. And then, like, people were texting me that night, or a teacher, like, hey, man, sorry, that guy was out. Like, other people were saying that he did that to them, too. Yeah. And that they had to tell him, no, dude, this is not the right place. And he even said to me, he's like, sorry, don't be mad at me, And I was like, dude, I'm not mad at you, man, but this is not the place. He's like, well, you hit me twice. And I go, yeah, because to stifle your offense, And then he's like, well, I needed to know that my hands were down. First of all, I didn't even really fucking hit you. I wasn't trying to drop you. Right, Right. I was just trying to I was playing defense. It was all defense there. But the lesson learned, because I'm into learning lessons now, is when somebody's going too hard or out of control.
Leg kick them.
No, just tell them to fucking calm down.
Just over and over.
Really? Leg kick them?
Dude, that's always what I do. When the guys want to go, they get all crazy because it's gonna slow you down no matter what. Because it starts, you just can't put that weight on. But it also fucking hurts, man. And you can throw a leg kick a lot harder than you can throw like a punch to the head. Like if someone's trying to hit you in the head super hard and they're going too hard and you're just trying to spar, like you kick the shit out of their leg and they're gonna stop quick.
Really?
Yeah. Guys they don't like getting kicked in the legs, man.
Yeah, people don't like getting kicked in the legs. Leg kick is one way. But I think what I'm gonna do now is just to tell the guy, listen, just calm down.
Or words work too.
But yeah, so that was last week. My dad's taking my baby for the next hour. Hey, hello. Hey, how are you? Oh, by the way, Dad, I found your car keys.
Yeah. I also found your car keys.
Why did you get? They were they were underneath my seat.
Let me know if you find mine, dude.
Have you guys found car keys?
I've been stuck here for the past 6 weeks.
Okay.
In the wrestling room?
Yep.
Being chained up.
Dude, I remember one time I was sparring in Alan Joban's Muay Thai class.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's just like a casual Muay Thai class. It's like nobody's there training to be MMA fighters or anything like that. And I was sparring with this dude who actually was training to be an MMA fighter.
Right.
And he head kicked me. And I was like, wait, what the fuck was that? I forgot you can head kick in Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And I was wearing headgear and everything, but it just surprised me. I'm like, oh, so that's what it's like to get kicked in the head.
I mean, look, I'm definitely getting better at fighting taking this class. And sparring is good because you have to have some sort of, I mean, you know, there's plenty of people who are really good at mitts and then they get into a fight and they have no idea what they're doing. But you know, it has to be super controlled environment and like, you know, 20%, if 10%. You know, the hard part is that people just, and then I was also like, I gotta, you know, cover my head. Also, when I gotta block the head kick, you know, and also like I have to, when somebody goes for leg kicks, my first instinct is to like put my hands down and catch the kick or grab it. That's a terrible instinct because then someone will just fake a low kick and go high. So I have to like get out of that habit, which is, I've had that habit my whole life. Do you have that? Do you have that habit too?
I do have that habit.
Still?
Still. But I'll whatever side they're going to, I'll just use the other hand. So I'll come up with the other hand for the head kick, and I'll still try to catch. You know, like I'll bring my right.
Oh, right.
And still try to catch it. But just in MMA, if I'm doing pure kickboxing rounds, then I stay super stiff and like just covered up and
so that was last week.
To use technique.
So then Friday, I'm hosting at the Laugh Factory, right? And I'm like, and they kept telling me, hey, listen, George Wallace is coming. Everyone should just do 10 minutes. Supposed to do 15. Make everyone know. I'm doing 10. Tell everyone from 20 to 15. No problem. And they keep calling me because I'm hosting. And I'm like, no problem. It's in Long Beach. I get down there, and the first comic goes on, and he's kind of blind. He's going blind. He has like a cane. Really funny guy, a guy that I've looked up to forever. And for some reason, I told him, hey man, you gotta shorten your time. He does like 5 minutes, right?
Oh no.
So now I gotta jump back on stage and do his time, right? Which is fine, but it was kind of weird. I'm like, why did you just do 5? He's like, oh, I thought George was coming. I'm like, yeah, but you're supposed to do 15, not 5. So then the next comic goes on, and she gets off on her time, and they told me, hey, just keep going until just George and them were running late. So the guy goes, hey, can you bring me back up and I could do the rest of my time? And I was like, well, I'm not really supposed to be doing that. Like, so like, but then I feel bad. I go up on stage, I'm doing well, and I look over and he's waiting to get up. And I know that this is like a kind of a legend in comedy, and I felt terrible. So I brought him back up. Then the manager was like, what did you do that for? And I'm like, well, I don't know. The guy has MS and he's blind, and he asked me to, and then now the guy won't get off. So now he's doing like 10 minutes over.
Wow.
Oh, so now I'm just like, and he can't see the light because he's blind.
Oh my God.
So I gotta be like, dude, like
light,
like, hey man. He's like, oh, it's I was just So that was.
How does that work, by the way? Like
the light means wrap it up.
I know the light means wrap it up. So what do they like, vibrate the microphone or something?
No,
or?
they would. I would love for them to just shock people into that. That'd be
awesome.
the thing to do. Normally, like, you get up, but then there are people that always go over the light, and some clubs will play music over you, which is so embarrassing.
As they
the
should.
Oscars.
Yeah, that's like the Oscars.
Yeah.
But like, it's not. You're the one that's going over your time. You should have had your shit together enough to know that this is where my jokes end, and like whatever. If you're gonna go over the time, and you deserve to get played.
Then last night I was gonna do this room. This girl that books this show. This girl does my show, so I was gonna do her show. And she's a nice person. I know her, and wasn't really paying much, So I was like, and I have the kid and the wife, but I'm like, all right, I'll do her show. I'm tired. And then I get a text from her saying, hey, this is a situation at such and such club. A couple months ago, a comic named Adam Hunter heckled the girl on comedy night. Who's the bartender. He was heckling the crowd and made a joke about her giving good head and having daddy issues. I wasn't there, but she's now very upset and traumatized. She didn't want to say anything. We assumed he was 86 from last time. So first of all, like, okay, so...
How does a comic heckle the crowd?
Yeah, now...
What the fuck is that?
Now we're getting to the point where the audience are now victims. Like it's not the comic being heckled, it's the crowd being heckled.
The crowd is being heckled by the comedian. Well, okay, I'll sit down then. I'll sit down and not do my job.
What I do sometimes, I go, hey, I want a girl like this. I have a girl, blah, blah, blah. But the best girls and better are always the most screwed up because they give the best, like they have daddy issues, like this one right there. And then I go, because they take all their problems out on your penis. But I did it all the time. I wasn't like, she's the bartender there. So then they were like, hey, you can come to the show if you apologize. I'm like, dude, it's totally fine. I needed a night off anyway. Like, it's cool. Like,
yeah.
And then they today texted me saying they apologized to me because they feel bad. I'm like,
as they should.
Yeah.
But now we're heckling the audience.
Well,
it's not even an art form. It's a heckle.
Yeah.
Like
the moment you get up on stage, now that's your time. You pretty much are cleared. Save a few choice words.
Yeah.
That you can pretty much say whatever the fuck you want.
Was it better off me saying she gives bad head?
Yeah.
Or
and her drinks suck too.
Or she doesn't give head at all. I mean, she has daddy issues and gives good head. Really, and now I'm
Congratulations, you just described 99% of human beings.
Yeah, and I don't even do comedy anymore. I'm a stand-up heckler. That's what I do now. I heckle the crowd. It's not even an art form. I just heckle people.
That should be the new show. That should be your new. Instead of going around doing comedy in random places, just go and start fucking beating the shit out of people with words.
All I said was she gives good head. I mean, does she not want to give good head?
Yeah.
Probably not. Maybe that's not what she wants to be known for.
Maybe
she's a photographer.
Honestly, I don't even remember this even happening. I don't even. I wouldn't put. If you had a lineup of 4 people, I wouldn't be able to point this person out in a lineup as to. It was But I said, listen, tell the bartender I apologize if I hurt her feelings.
It's a comedy club, right? Or is it a bar?
It's a bar that does comedy on Mondays. That was not the intention. And, I remember that week, I had just done the pilot. My wife was mad at me for shooting in the house. I was like overtired. I was just like fucking completely drained. I probably wasn't in the best headspace, and didn't make the best judgment, which is probably what happened. But at the same time, I should know better. It used to be when I was growing up and I used to watch Comics at the Cellar, they would say the most funniest fucked up shit to the staff. And I started doing it because what I kind of learned. And then I had, all these waitresses and waiters say, hey, thank you. I got better tips because of you. So I thought I was actually doing a favor and being funny at the same time. Now I realize don't talk to the waitstaff.
Well, also, who knows what kind of day she had too? She could have. That could have just been the last little cherry on top of like, fuck my life. Some fucking comic is telling me I have daddy issues.
But she was traumatized because I said she has gives. I mean, trauma. Like people in like 9/11. They were traumatized, like people that were kidnapped. I'm sure people that went to war with you.
Jackie Onassis, she was traumatized.
I mean, a comic saying that you give good head because you have daddy issues.
Some people are fragile.
The word trauma is really being, I think.
Well, yeah, I think in this day and age, the what trauma has become, like the definition of trauma is so far away from what it actually is.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you can be traumatized by anything.
Yeah.
I saw somebody step on an ant and now I'm a vegan.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
So how are you? So are you still taking off the condom and having sex with your girl?
No, I'm definitely going to be more cautious about that because, because after I do that, we were talking about last time I'll have sex with a condom, but then when I come, I take the condom off. It's the only way I can come, really.
Now, do you nut in her?
It's very true.
Yeah. So I just take it off for a few pumps and you come. No big deal.
Right. But he wasn't telling her, though, that he was taking it off.
But then why wear the condom at all?
Because he's the Harry Houdini of.
So is it like you want to be able to last? Like I got a rubber on, so I'm just.
No, it's all
down, and then the very last few strokes.
Yeah. I mean, it's all for her preference because she wants me to wear a condom, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But the thing is, after I would do that, after I take the condom off for a couple pumps, I'd be so paranoid that I might have gotten her pregnant.
Right.
Because by the time I take the condom off, my dick is covered in semen just from pre-cum just going out into the condom and all that stuff. So
It's covered in semen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's like
covered.
Yeah, definitely. So I just
Are you a squirter too?
There's been some times where it's been a fair distance. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be more cautious. Like I said, we got a bunch of dollar store condoms. And if you guys don't know, you can actually get condoms for free on the internet. They'll send you like a pack of 12 condoms. Who
will send you?
It's like it's actually for like little kids. It's for like if you're underage and you want to buy condoms, but you don't want to go to the store.
What kind of little kids are wearing condoms?
I mean, it's just so the option is there and it's free.
And how do you know about this little kid website?
I just typed in free condoms. Type in,
you
free kid condoms.
Yeah, you have to type in like you're underage though. You have to like say you're born in like 2000 because they don't do it to adults because they're like, dude, you're an adult. Go buy a condom.
You go to like free STD check, whatever's, all those places.
Yeah,
you
adult.
Walk down the street in West Hollywood and they'll throw condoms.
Planned Parenthood. Yeah, so I got my free condoms. I got my dollar store condoms. So I have like 1,000 condoms in my nightstand just ready to go. So
worth $12.
Yeah, all worth. I spent a total of $3 for the dollar store condoms and then the free ones that came in the mail. So I'm set for life.
But they work.
Dude.
You trust them?
Yeah.
You trust them with
like you mean the dollar store ones?
You trust those condoms with your child's life?
They're definitely not as good a quality as like Trojan, but they're just like they're thick and durable. They run out of lubricant very quickly, and they smell like they reek of rubber.
Yeah.
So it's like
but they'll stop a jizz bot.
Oh yeah,
all right.
for sure.
Then there you go.
Okay, and what else is going on?
That's pretty much it, dude. Just working out more. Trying to get into a better physical form.
Are you still training?
Every now and then. I was talking to Adam last time that my back is super fucked up from jiu-jitsu. It's like I don't know if it's a pinched nerve or whatever it is, but so I want to go back full force when I'm like 100% healed with my back because I know I'll fuck it up instantly.
Yeah.
So I like to play. I like to be on my back. I like to play off my back, do triangles. Doing that just fucked up my back. I don't know why.
For sure, getting people stacking you and stuff. Yeah. I had problems with my back for forever. I actually have just got over like a couple years of my back connecting my hips down to my knee, down to my ankles. It was all just like one injury after another because I wouldn't stop and rest. Mm-hmm. So after my fight, I've just like kind of been taking it easy and like stretching and stuff at night and hearing my back like pop, 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 pop back into place, my hips fucking crunching, my knee like stretching out my legs and hearing like I don't know if it's like fluid sacs or scar tissue in my knees like cracking and crunching and I feel better than I felt in 5 years now because I haven't been training that much. Right. I'm like, fuck, like, do I even want to go back? Like, of course I want to go back, of course, but it's like I have this new, like, I thought my body was never going to be the same. Like, I was just going to end up like an old crippled man with a hunchback or whatever. And now I'm like, well, shit, I could run again. I could do whatever. Like, do I need jujitsu? And it's very clear that I do because I go crazy without it. But I definitely feel your pain, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It sucks.
Well, let's talk about a couple big things for MMA. Poirier versus Khabib got announced in Abu Dhabi.
It's crazy.
That's
awesome.
That is awesome. I don't know. My gut, I mean, how do you pick against Khabib, right? I mean, just how good he's been looking and this and that. But Poirier might be the guy. I mean, he's just one of those dudes. I mean, look how good he looked against Max Holloway. Mm-hmm. Look how good he looks against Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje. I mean, those are three killers. Right. I mean, Khabib looked great against Conor, but was that the best Conor? Was that sidetrack Conor? Was that, after fighting Floyd Mayweather Conor, that? And then
having $1 million Conor is a different Conor than.
And then he fought Al Iaquinta, and he looked great against him, kind of. Mm-hmm. But that was also a strange. I mean, look how good Cowboy looked against Al Iaquinta. Obviously, MMA math doesn't work, but this fight is very intriguing. Yep. What do you think?
I mean, I got to go with Khabib just because we haven't seen him lose yet, and we haven't seen him even come close to. Yes, he's been caught. He's gotten hit, but he's got a fucking jaw. Like, Conor tagged him a couple times, and he took it like a champ. So, it pains me to say it, but I got to go with Khabib. I love Dustin. Dustin is my dude, but I don't see it happening for him. I just don't see it. I'll cry. I'll shed a tear for him, but
you think Khabib just takes him down easy?
I think not easy. I think the first round, maybe 2 rounds, Dustin will be able to maybe sprawl out, fend off. But unlike what Conor did, I don't think he's going to try to counter wrestle him. I think he's just going to stay defensive, stay away, try to keep his distance. But eventually, I think Khabib will just. All he needs is to grab like a fucking toe, and you're going down. Yep. Like, he just needs to keep one hand, like get a good grip, one hand, and he hangs on, which is just insane.
And Joe, what do you think?
That's what happens.
I think Dustin for sure has a chance.
Yeah.
Doesn't he train in Florida in the ATT with Amanda Nunes and all that stuff? That's a great camp. It's Colby Covington down there, and
yes,
I think those people are smart enough to teach him at least strong enough takedown defense to. But I agree with what Tyler said that for the first couple rounds he's going to be very, very cautious of that, and he's going to be very fast. I think he's faster than Khabib. And he has very, very good jiu-jitsu. So, there's a video on the internet of Khabib getting trapped in a triangle, and he's stuck in it for like 10 minutes. And he couldn't get out of it. It was just in a sparring match of something. So I'm not sure if Khabib's jiu-jitsu is better than Dustin's.
His sambo is insane, though.
Okay, but how was his gas tank too? I would say Dustin's.
His gas tank is.
I mean, the only
that's
thing
not an issue with Khabib.
There's a couple issues. Who does Dustin bring in that's gonna emulate what Khabib's going to do? How many people have that type of wrestling background? There are a lot of Dagestani wrestlers over there.
Yeah.
But then there's also who's ever been able to out-wrestle Poirier. I mean, he's one of those guys that...
Exactly.
But he's never faced a wrestler like Khabib.
Just a relentless... The thing, like, Khabib doesn't... He's not a wrestler's wrestler, though.
Yeah.
Like, you watch him, and it's this weird mix of, like, jiu-jitsu, sambo, and wrestling, where he'll hold, like, a wrist control on the back, but then that's all he'll do. He's not, like, trying to further his position. He's not trying to go for a sub or rush one anyway. It's just, I'm going to hold this and punch you 7 or 8 times when there's an opening. Mm-hmm. You know, like... And you're not, I'm just going to make you carry me. That's what he does. He just makes you carry him the entire time. He makes you work, so you have to get up. Now but you're not getting up.
But there's
you
also
almost get up and then you don't get up.
But there's also that thing of like, okay, for a while Poirier was the guy to kind of not be able to like cross the mountain. He was one of those dudes that always got that shot,
right.
But sort of like, like with the Conor fight or this fight or that fight. But then last fight, he rose to the occasion. I mean, he beat Max Holloway really bad.
Beat the shit out of Max.
So, is he over that? Like, is he mentally now ready to step up when it really counts? Mm-hmm. And that's a big thing. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man.
Plus, I think he is.
But he's also doing a sketch for me for the MMA awards. So I'm not.
So you're gonna be the distraction.
I know. I gotta pick him. I'm not gonna like. I talked to him on the phone. He's a good dude. He's a real guy. Yeah. He's one of those guys that like no bullshit. No Hollywood.
Yep.
I mean, he'll be nice to you whether you're, a homeless guy or whether you're the president. He's just that guy,
right?
And which I really respect about him.
Well, it's like listening to him in interviews too. It's like his only real concern, at least what it seems like, what he portrays is like he cares about his wife and his daughter and fighting.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's like been his whole life since high school. He always, my girl would drive me around to fights. We'd stay in these shitty motels and we'd go to like, that's all he knows.
Kind of like my life too, actually.
It was relatable.
I'm still at those shitty motels, actually. Now, did you see the Ruiz,
Anthony Joshua
fight?
I didn't watch the whole fight. I, of course, saw the highlights.
Oh, my God. I love that fight.
Yeah,
I watched it live. I have DAZN.
Nice.
And I actually was tuning into it while I was waiting for the guy to get off stage. And and holy shit. I mean, it just goes to show you that, muscles and six packs, and it doesn't always equal athleticism.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh, no.
And this dude
doesn't equal skill.
Not equal skill.
Doesn't equal skill.
Or chin.
But they also looked over this guy. Everyone did. But then, because right after that fight, I looked up this guy. I'm like, who is this guy? Because they made it seem like he was a journeyman Rocky. And I'm like, wait a minute. This guy was 33-1. His one loss was very debatable. Should we have him on the podcast?
Yeah, get him on.
Okay.
Why not?
Hello, Ben Askren. You're on the MMA Roasted Podcast. How are you, man?
Am I really on the podcast?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Boom, roasted.
I guess so. I'll get a couple minutes.
Oh, what's going on, man? How are you?
Good. I was gonna pitch you another idea. I got so many ideas for you today.
Great. I'll call you back in 2 hours for the idea. By the way, Ben Askren is going to be fighting that weekend, July 4th.
I'm going to tell you my idea on the podcast, and then you can have the people decide if it's a good idea or a shit idea.
All right, let's hear it.
Smart man.
What is my idea? Well, I'm going to participate in Ariel Helwani's little show thing on Friday night before UFC 238, and one of my buddies said, you could host your own show in Edmonton at UFC 240. And I've been thinking about it. I thought maybe I might have a hard time doing a whole 90 minutes by myself. And so I've been thinking, hey, who could be my partner in this? And then I was texting with you this morning about something else, and I thought, hey, what if Adam Hunter's my partner? And so I thought, hey, I go up there, I do 30-minute Q&A. Adam Hunter is there, 30 minutes comedy, and then you and I get up there together and we'll put on a little show.
I love it. I love that idea. I absolutely love that idea.
For real, or are you just saying that?
No, I 1,000% love that idea. I do. I absolutely love that idea. I have the venue too. I know the comedy club in Edmonton that would probably let us do it.
Oh, okay. Well, we got to make sure pencils and everything, but I think if we can, Edmonton is up and neglected, so I think if you and I go put on a good show, I think people would enjoy it. I think
they absolutely would, man. I 100% do. I honestly, I do the comic strip in Edmonton. I guarantee they would be open to it. We would just figure out what to do. The lady who runs the comedy club is one of my really good friends. I think that's a good idea. I think a Ben Askren Q&A. I think I'll do a half-hour comedy, and at the end we do something together. I think that's a great idea. I love that idea.
Okay.
I love that idea.
Well, you have fun with your MMA Roasted Podcast.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Are you roasting George Masvidal? If he's shocked, he deserves to be roasted.
Masvidal, now, how are you? By the way, I heard when you spar, you don't get hit at all. Like, you never get hit in sparring.
That's the whole goal, right? My goal since the beginning was to learn how not to get hit, because if you can't hit me, you're not going to out-grapple me. It's physically impossible. So I figured I'd win every single time.
Now, who are you bringing in? Is Anthony Pettis kind of playing your Masvidal for your camp?
No, I might get him a couple times with Mike Rose is. I don't know if you know Mike Rose. He fought in the UFC.
Yeah.
He actually just won a fight in LFA. And so he moves pretty well. He's being my George Masvidal.
I had him on the show yesterday. I know him very, very well.
Mike Rose on the show?
Yes, I love Biggie Mike Rose. Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Now, the Jordan Burroughs wrestling match, right? Do you think if that was folk style, that would have went a lot differently?
If it was folk style, obviously it'd be a lot closer because the way the scoring is done, and I'm better at it, and it's harder to rack up points. But that being said, listen, I worked out with Jordan for 4 days in January of 2018 after I retired, just because I wanted to. I wanted to see how good he was. And I had a pretty good idea of how that match was going to go when I accepted it. Either way, we raised $1.2 million for charity.
Wow.
We had the most viewed event ever on Pro Wrestling. So, I think that was my goal, to bring eyeballs to the sport and raise money for a good charity. And I thought maybe I could have one or two good moments in the match. And unfortunately, I had 0 good moments.
Well, I honestly thought you were going to win. Because I've never seen anyone beat you in wrestling. Ever. I mean, really. So I was like, shit.
He's at the top of his game. I mean, he's been the best in the world for the last, 8 years or so, 7 to 8 years.
Yeah, I know, but I still think I think if it was folk style, that would have been a different match. And also, if you if you would have just trained wrestling this entire time, it's a different match. It's a different match.
Sure.
Now, Dylan Dennis keeps calling you out for a grappling match. Have you accepted that? Have you accepted that?
No, I try to ignore that guy because he's fairly worthless.
totally worthless. Yeah. Now, who do you this weekend? The big UFC, Donald Cerrone versus Tony Ferguson. How do you see that fight going?
Man, that's a really tough one to pick because you say they have the same strength. They're durable. They keep coming forward. They have high volume striking. So for me, it's really tough because you say, hey, they got the same strengths or similar strengths. That being said, we haven't seen Tony Ferguson in quite a while now. So I'm going to go with Cerrone just because he's been hot, but obviously if Ferguson wins, I'm not all that surprised about it.
And it got announced today, Khabib versus Poirier in Abu Dhabi. How do you see that fight going?
About time.
How do you see that fight going?
We could go to Abu Dhabi and do a Dhabi show too, baby. I'm
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, I'm not. I've been to Abu Dhabi. I've been to Dubai. Those places are okay. I've been to Saudi Arabia. That was the only place I've ever been scared at.
Yeah, they love the stand-up over there.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was one of the
They
worst.
love jokes in the Middle East.
That was one of the worst. Now, by the way, do you think Usman is going to fight Colby Covington? What's going on there?
I don't know what is going on there. That's just what it's been over 3 months since Usman won the belt, and he still doesn't have a date scheduled. So I literally have no idea what's going on. I figure after I fight, if there's still nothing going on, I'll try to shake him up and get myself in the mixer.
Yeah, that would be. I think people are saying that. You think Colby pissed off the UFC brass with some of his antics, and that's kind of prolonging it?
Yeah, but I mean, you think that they're not going to punish Marty for that? They're still going to give him a fight. He doesn't have a fight. I mean, it's been 3 months and he doesn't even have one on the schedule. I think Marty just tried not to take a fight because he wants to keep the belt as long as possible. I mean, you see this guy, he can't take a damn picture without having the belt in there with him.
Yeah. Who do you think wins that fight, Colby or Usman?
I think Usman wins. But I think they have similar strengths. I think Usman's just a little better at what he does than Colby is. But I wouldn't be shocked if Colby won it all.
Yeah. Now you and Colby you guys are both Trump supporters. You're both outspoken. You're both kind of rebels and renegades. I would think you guys would get along, but you don't.
Well, my IQ is triple hit, so I have a hard time relating to that.
Yeah, I can see that. Now you're making you made a ton of money. You were on the cover of like Forbes or something, making all this money on Limecoin, on crypto. Yeah, what is it? Is it Limecoin? What is it? LimeWire? What is it?
It's called Litecoin, Lite.
Litecoin. I like
Limecoin.
I like Limecoin better. Yeah. Now, I get nervous with this crypto. I get nervous that it could just all be gone in one day. What makes you think that crypto is the way to go?
Oh, well, now we're getting a deep discussion. I thought this was a comedy podcast. I think what it comes down to is it's really simple. The banks have been taking advantage of the people forever. Crypto kind of gives you your own freedom back with money. The transaction fees are less. And so obviously there's going to be a lot of people who are going to lose if crypto wins. And so you see all the banks putting out bad information. And obviously not putting out themselves, but through intermediaries putting out bad information on cryptocurrencies. The main ones I'm interested in are Bitcoin, Litecoin. I think they've been around the longest. They're really stable. And I see it as the future of how banking and how money is done.
Well, look, you got me involved in Rockfin, and I can't thank you enough. It's been a great thing for me, and you're always doing something, man. You're always like on your own. That's what I like about you, Askren, is you're a star, man. You walk into the room and people just gravitate towards you because you're always doing your own thing, and I can't tell you how much I respect that. Whether it was like,
I appreciate that.
it's truth, man.
You know what else we could do? Oh my God, you said that. You know what else we could do?
What's that?
We could stream our show on Rockfin.
Can you stream it? Can you stream it live?
I don't know. It's 2019. I don't know how to do that shit. I'm sure we can figure it out.
We can totally, man. That Rockfin has changed my life. My wife was looking at houses last week, and it's because you helped me out, get me into this. What?
Are you looking at a house in California?
Yeah.
You gotta get out of there, bro.
That's where my career is, though. I know.
It's a cesspool.
Maybe Nevada or something. Somewhere besides LA.
I thought about it. I'm bringing back text from last fight, and I talked to the UFC. I might be like working with them a lot on their fight pass. I might be relocating
to Vegas.
Nevada. You can get like a.
Hey, look at that big news. That's awesome, man.
No problem, man. No problem. Well, I'll let you on with your day. Ben, thank you so much, man. You're the best.
Okay, hey, let's talk again later. I'll see you.
All right, take care. All right, that was Ben Askren.
Cool, dude.
We got Askren on the show. That was pretty. I like Askren.
Yeah.
I love Askren.
Dude, honestly, I swear on that Robbie fight, I was almost crying. Like in the beginning of that
I thought
fight.
he was gonna die.
I was sitting with Jay Haran, who had the last good fight against Askren. I had to get Haran tickets, by the way. And I'm sitting there, and I was like, "Who do you think's gonna win?" He's like, "Man, this fucking Askren guy. He's got this weird strength. Like I've never felt like it." And I thought that was a very close fight. He's like, "Man, something about him." And then they start to fight, and Askren gets dumped on his head. I had my hands covering my eyes like it was like I was like a child.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he came through.
Yeah.
And I was going ballistic. Like, yes. I was so happy. And you know what he said, man? Like that really kind of in like the press conference, he said I had to use something that I never used before. I had to use something I don't like to use in fights, which is my toughness.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because
that's all you think of when you think of Ben Askren.
That, but also, I remember telling Tim Kennedy, I had Tim Kennedy on the podcast one time, and I was like, Tim, man, you are so damn tough. And he got offended. He's like, I don't want to be called tough. I go, why? He goes, because that means you're getting punched a lot.
Yeah, that means you're getting your ass kicked.
Which I never looked at it that way, but that's what Askren doesn't like to use is his toughness, because that's probably like the last gear you have.
It is. It's like you don't want that to be your first thing. Like all throughout my fight, Bonner was announcing my fight, and he's like, this fucking guy can take a punch. And I'm like, God damn it. That's so bad. Like, that just means I'm getting punched over and over again.
Yeah, or like as a comic, someone's like, man, tough crowd. Or, man, you hung in there. Or like, I like you. You like you don't care what they think. And you're like,
yeah, good try, man.
All backhanded compliments.
Yeah.
None of it's good.
You'll make it someday.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm 45.
I had somebody once telling me like, man, this is a good hobby for you. I was like, thanks, I appreciate that. So let's talk about the fights that happened over the weekend.
Yep.
Anthony Smith beat Gustafson, another great guy, friend of the show. Me and my baby called him before the John Jones fight, and we Skyped or whatever, FaceTime.
Yeah.
He was by himself. Like, good luck, man. Like there's a great guy. I remember him saying one time on the podcast, or texting me. I go, thanks for coming on the podcast, and he said, thanks for giving a shit about my fights. This is when when no one gave a shit about his fights. Really, he was like in VFC Victory Fighting Championship,
and now he's a UFC headliner, dude. Look at all the fights he's headlined, or all the cards.
Look, he just retired Gustafson.
Yeah.
Man, dude, that fight was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. Every level. They went at it, dude. And like, I couldn't have asked for a better fight for Gus's last fight. I mean, obviously going out on a win is always what you want, but like,
no one ever does it though.
If you're not going to go out on a win, like, you might as well go out on a fight like that, where it wasn't like you got dominated. Like, it could have gone either way. You know, he took advantage of a tiny little mistake, and it was over. Like, that was some of the highest level fighting that we've seen in a while.
Now, do you think he peaked in that Jones first fight? Because he's never looked the same since the Jones fight.
I don't know if he necessarily peaked, but it might have changed something. You know, it might have changed something in his mentality, where it's like, that's what you've been working for your whole life, and then it doesn't happen, or your whole career, and then it doesn't happen. You lose, and now it's like, okay, I can make another title run, or I can just fight, or I can like try to make money. It becomes a whole different game.
Now, I also heard from very reliable sources, people that were in that camp, that John showed up like on Tuesday before that fight with like hookers on like a 3-day ecstasy binge, or like allegedly, and just did not take that fight seriously. So did Gustafson, did he kind of catch Jones at maybe one of his worst? And because it was John Jones, did he look that much better versus if the Jones now? So did we overrate Gustafson? And I don't mean to disrespect him, but because I think the answer is no. But at the same time, did he kind of catch Jones in a time where he was not taking this seriously and not the same John Jones?
No, because I think that is the John Jones. That's the John Jones that we always saw.
Really?
Yeah.
It seems like the one that...
I feel like maybe his first couple fights in the UFC, he was like the driven athlete who just wanted to be the fighter. But once he started getting some success and like getting popular, and then once he got the belt, it's like, all right, well, I'm the champ, and like that's when all the wild man shit started happening. So like we saw that John Jones that was the same John Jones that showed up for DC. That was the same John Jones that showed up for Anthony Smith. Like,
maybe you're right, because I talked to a guy who recently left Greg Jackson's gym, and he was telling me that Jones almost never comes to practice.
Yeah.
If he does, he wants to practice YouTube moves.
Yeah.
That he learns off YouTube,
Yeah.
like crazy.
Well, he's at that point
so
now
funny.
where it's like that's what he can do because like.
What's
does
this
John
Hadouken
Jones-
thing that I came across?
Like, what the? I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
what's this Hadouken?
Yeah, how do I shoot a flame out of my hand in the middle of the fight?
But I mean, is he that good of an? I mean, he's that good of an athlete. I mean, his
Yeah.
two
He's that
brothers.
good at an athlete.
It's just, you know what? I remember what I told the kids at wrestling. I go, listen, because they were like, I want to eat a cheeseburger before my match, and what's the name did? I go, listen, there are some people in this world that could party and not take things seriously, and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. None of you guys have that talent.
Yeah.
I go, neither do I.
Straight up, yeah, and like neither do 99.9% of the roster.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like okay, Marshawn Lynch, one of the best running backs in the NFL during his time, was dominating everybody, carrying 3 guys on his back, going back to the sideline and eating fucking Skittles. Some people just can do that.
But what would you think if like John Jones had Frankie Edgar's work ethic, right? Would he be better, or is what kind of drives John Jones? Like I remember Manny Pacquiao I used to watch Pacquiao train when people knew Pacquiao, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was kind of like the first Morales fight. It was right before he beat Morales the first time, or like it was right around that area where people knew who Manny Pacquiao was, but he wasn't the senator,
Right.
and he wasn't this huge thing. And you can go to the gym and just watch Manny Pacquiao. It'd be me and like 6 people watching Pacquiao
Right.
in his prime. And I've never seen anyone train like him. Like 4 or 5 hours straight, 100% the whole time. And when he hit pads with Freddie, it was like, bah, 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 bah. Yeah, you're like,
sounds like a fucking machine gun going off. Yeah.
but then, and he was knocking everyone. Then he found Jesus, and he was like being straight and not cheating on his wife, and he started getting knocked out.
Yeah.
So before he was in high-speed chases, allegedly taking drugs, cheating. Do some people operate better when they're just living on the edge?
I think
Wait,
so.
Are we talking about Manny?
Or
Or are we talking about John
certain
Jones
athletes,
finding the Jesus?
Certain athletes, it seemed like they were better off before they.
I think they do. I think that's totally a thing. Like totally a thing. Because also like you have to think about the mindset that comes with like, you know, finding religion or something. It's a whole lifestyle shift. It goes from like, all right, my only purpose in life is to go into this cage and murder this man, to like, I have to be a good person and treat people nice and be kind to the poor and like don't hurt people.
Yeah.
Like that's got to affect you in some way as a fighter.
Well, it's like Divorced Diego now is like on a tear. Remember when he was like Christian Diego? He was losing.
He was Yes Diego.
But Crazy Diego is the one we need. Certain guys. All right, so Alexander Rakik
Yep.
knocked out Jimmy Manoa.
That was insane, dude.
So nasty.
That was terrifying.
And what's terrifying was how simple that was.
It was like, boonk.
It was just a step
One,
and a
two,
left head
step
kick.
through left head
we
kick,
learned
yeah.
that all day in Muay Thai.
All
That's
day.
that same, and to knock
All
out a
day.
guy at the level of Jimmy Manoa.
Well, that just goes to show it's not so like the skill in fighting isn't the actual like technical skill of being able to throw punches or throw kicks. It's knowing when to throw those punches and when to throw those kicks or how to set them up.
Right.
So like he obviously knew that there's something he threw that was going to make Jimmy Manoa drop that right hand and just back up. You know,
Right.
they watched film, they did something where it's like, okay, this is his reaction. That's when it's time to throw this high kick.
It was awesome.
Yeah, he took, I mean, that was...
Retired Jimmy Manoa.
He retired.
Yeah,
he
so that's
retired.
2 205ers that are retired.
Has he woke up yet from
retired.
that? Like, that was.
Dude, he was motionless.
It was.
Motionless for good 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's time to retire. I would hate to retire like that, but man.
It was like the second coming of
But-
Nate Corey, dude.
But I don't even know if he can retire that because that kick would have knocked out anybody.
Exactly. But like, you know, he said it's time for him to focus on his family and focus on the other opportunities that MMA can give him. I'm sure he'll be coaching or
Yeah.
you know, in charge of open up a gym or something.
King Mo retired also.
Yep.
Which I think is a good thing. King Mo is, he just had a couple bad breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember watching him.
Been doing it for so long too.
I used to see him at the Wild Card Gym also, and I'd be talking to him. He was a nice guy, and it was like he had like his first fight. I remember his first fight, and they were talking about how much potential he had, and how great he could have been. But he just injuries. I remember he beat Mousasi. And that was like a prime Mousasi in Strikeforce.
Yeah. King Mo he's one of the greats. It's sad to see him go, but like, I get for these guys that have been doing it for so long. Yeah, it's like let them live their life. Let them not take a bunch of damage and like.
Oh, totally.
At the end of the day, like, if you're not like on the rise, going to fight for that belt, or you're making big, huge money fights, like it's you don't have anything to prove to anybody. King Mo doesn't have anything to prove. Gus doesn't have anything to prove. Jimmy Manuwa doesn't have anything to prove to anybody. It's like, go enjoy your life, man.
Now, Makwan Amirkhani, I was happy for him. There's a guy that got a blowjob while I was interviewing him. Yeah. That's never happened before or since. And we heard the girls gargling. Yeah. It wasn't even like...
Yeah.
Like he put the but he kind of went like Instagram silent and Twitter silent after that. But I'm happy for him. And then Christos
Giagos, baby.
There's a guy that I remember, Ian Harris and Alan Juban and all the guys would always talk about this guy that keeps getting screwed over by the UFC. Yep. He keeps getting let go, and kind of this guy that like they brought in and fought a fight on short notice. And so I'm happy that he got back. I'll tell you,
he's been on a tear too. He had 8 wins in LFA, I think. Like 6 knockouts or something like that. Like, that's a guy that should have been in the UFC a long time ago. Yeah. And I'm happy for him. Good job, Christos.
I felt bad for Tanya Evinger.
Yeah.
Tanya is something's like, it's just all mental with Tanya, because she'll go on like a 7-fight winning streak. And then like a 4-fight losing streak. Like it's just, and then a winning streak again. Like she had Lena's back. She had the hooks in and couldn't finish. And I know Tanya. Yeah. I don't know if she hit a wall. They even said like she was down about her training camp before the fight. And maybe I know she works construction in Houston, and that's like where her girlfriend is. But maybe it's time to look around and be like, okay, this is a good camp, but it's not working the best for me. Right. Because something needs to change, because she shouldn't be losing some of these. She was a plus minus 400 favorite for that fight. Like people were picking her.
So that she's 0-3 now in the UFC, right?
Yeah. One of them went to Cyborg, Lena and Aspen Ladd. Yeah. But she fought Cyborg on like way short notice.
By the way, can we talk about some future fights in the light heavyweight division? Like, so there's with Alex. With the 2 retirees, now to look at Johnny Walker and Rakic, dude. This Rakic. Isn't that a great matchup? Yes. Those 2 dudes, because they're both like kind of new to the UFC. So whoever wins that fight, I would assume either fights Yair Latifi or Anthony Smith, right? Because who else is even in that division? There's like 4 guys.
Why
in that
don't they
division.
fight the winner of John Jones versus Santos?
It's possible, but then what about Anthony Smith? Because Anthony Smith is like number 1.
Well, but he just fought John Jones.
Yeah, he's definitely. He's not gonna fight John Jones again. I don't think. Not assuming John Jones beats.
But we could talk about the PFL coming up this Thursday night. Okay. Vinny Magalish is on the card against Emiliano Sordi, who's both really good fighters. Magalish, he had like 4 wins last in like under a minute. Yeah. And
should have won. Should have won the whole thing.
I didn't think Sean O'Connell was going to beat him.
Yeah, just blew it.
Just gassed out, like completely gassed out. And so that's kind of annoying. I was upset for him. Satoshi Ishii's on the fighting.
Nice.
Ishii, a guy who's a Olympic gold medalist, and he fought everybody.
In wrestling?
In judo for Japan. Yeah. But now he's actually he got his he's from Croatia now. He changed his he's
interesting.
He's a nationality. He's now
he legit like he got a dual citizenship.
Yeah, he's a citizen of Croatia.
That's awesome. Was he training with
Krokop? Yes. Who and Krokop beat him back in the day. So Ishii is fighting and then Jared Rosholt, a guy 3-time All-American. He bores a lot of people, but who cares? He's an elevator repairman in his free time.
That's awesome.
Dude, those guys make bank, man.
Yeah.
Guys make good money.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, maybe not good for like Los Angeles standards, but good for national standards.
Well, it makes sense because his career's been up and down.
Yeah.
But hopefully he can push the right buttons and then yes. And then this guy Mohamed Daris, who's a heavyweight, his nickname is Mo Muscle. Is fighting Kelvin Tiller. Kelvin Tiller is a badass. This can't be right. This one guy's 245, the other guy's 185. I think it's kind of a mismatch.
I mean, it could be like he's fought multiple weight classes, and that's just what they have. What they have him at.
And then Rakeem Cleveland, the Boogeyman, they call him the Boogeyman. He's fighting again. They called him the Boogeyman and then Alex Nicholson, who had 4 fights last year, all either ended in knockout. He knocked him out, or he got knocked out.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's the guy that cornered Mike Perry that said he can't see you because the guy's Asian.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. That's his corner advice?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, Mike Perry. Like, of course Mike Perry's corner would say something like that.
And it's crazy when like you're the offensive guy and Mike Perry's your best friend and you're the guy that like, hey, like Mike's parents like, maybe you should hang out with this guy.
Yeah,
like
you make Mike Perry look tame.
He's fighting Francimar Barroso. And Barroso used to train with alligators. When he was growing up, he played with alligators. Those were his pets.
You would train with them?
He would play with them.
Oh, okay.
Alligators and crocodiles.
That's funny.
Funny. Like, what kind of parenting is that? Like,
I know.
We had a dog, a cat.
Yeah.
They had alligators.
Oh, go play with the game.
Jordan Johnson, who's 10-0, wrestled for University of Iowa, 3-0 in the UFC, but left because he wasn't happy with their pay. He went for the PFL.
Good for him.
Fighting Maxine Grisham.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, in the fighting world, the desire to be in the UFC because, it is the UFC. That's what started MMA here. That's, like, the name. But, like, fuck, man, if you can go make more money somewhere else, why not?
Yeah.
Dude, if I'm a comedian, right? And if, like, the Improv or the Funny Bone or the Laugh Factory was like, hey, you can work here and we'll pay you X amount. And like, it's like, $100. But like Jumbo's fucking comedy Crab Shack is paying me $1 million. I'm going to the fucking Crab Shack.
I'm going to Jumbo's, baby.
Like, I don't care what you say. I don't have to tell people. I guess what? I played Jumbo's Crab Shack.
Speaking of Jumbo's,
what?
Have you ever been to Jumbo's Clown Room?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. You been there? Really?
Yeah. That's where I went for my 18th birthday or my 21st birthday. Yeah, because you have to be 21 and over there.
I used to go to Jumbo's all the time.
It's fun, dude.
So fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like a different, like, you don't feel dirty like you're going to a strip club.
Because the girls don't get nude. They're like all like just...
But they're also like doing the most insane shit up there. Like, I would sit there and like drink beer and just like, how can you do that?
Shit, yeah.
Like, there's no muscle on your body. How are you doing this?
Yeah.
It's wild. If you're ever in LA, Jumbo's Clown Room, it's fucking awesome.
Courtney Love used to work there.
Oh, of course she did.
Henry Cejudo, Saturday night, taking on Marlon Moraes.
Gonna get that ass whooped.
Who is?
Cejudo.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
When has he ever got his ass whooped, except for once by Demetrius Johnson?
That wasn't even an ass whooping. Yeah, that wasn't even ass whooping, though.
I was at that fight. I don't know. He got kneed and fucking buckled and quick.
Actually, no, he did. Yeah, he lost in like the first round.
Yeah.
Second round? First round.
That was
an ass whooping.
That was when I was always a Demetrius Johnson fan, but that when I was like, whoa.
Like, holy shit. Yeah.
Because I was picking Henry to win that fight.
I don't know. I think the difference between DJ and Moraes is that Moraes is a fucking killer. Like, DJ's so pure and technical, and like he's going to do everything right to get the job done, but Moraes just wants to kill you.
Yeah.
Like he wants to hurt people. He fights like he wants to hurt people. Like he wants to prove like that's a dude that's been made fun of his whole life for being 5'3" and like, having alopecia or whatever. Like,
is it alopecia?
No.
Oh.
He just shaves his head.
I mean, when he knocked out two guys, when he
with the
knocked
same
out,
thing.
He knocked out Jimmy Rivera and Aljamain Sterling. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, like technically he knocked out Aljo with a knee, but it was a left switch kick. He was going to kick him in the head. And Aljo just moved into it. So either way, he would have been dead. Yep. And then Jimmy Rivera, same exact thing. Like, that thing is so fast. And now you've been kicked in the head now. Yeah. I'm sure, like, by someone far less skilled than...
I was more annoyed because he hit me right in my cauliflower ear, and my ear's been red for, like a week now, and I had surgery in my ear. So I was like... it was more annoying than that. It wasn't like it hurt, but, like, it was just like... I went and looked in the mirror, and everyone's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just got fucked up." And also, it was just unnecessary. Sorry. Like, it was so stupid. But it was a learning experience. Somebody tunes it up. Forget pride and this and that. Just tell him to calm the fuck down.
Yeah. Right.
But then the part of me goes, "Well, what if it's a street fight? What would I do? Tell the guy to calm down?"
Yeah.
So in a street fight,
yeah. Tell him to calm down, then kick him right in the fucking dick, dude.
So if somebody's punching me in a street fight, they're getting punched back.
Yeah, well, that's different. Like, in a street fight, rules go out the window. Like, I have no pride in a street fight. I'm gonna kick you in the nuts and fucking bite your face, bro. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's kind of what I was like thinking. But I'm like, well, I'm not in a street fight, so relax, you know. All right, so Valentina Shevchenko, Jessica I.
Oh.
First of all, who'd you rather hook up with?
Valentina.
Oh, Jess all the way. Every time. It's not a question.
What are the reasons? I have to find the reasons for this. Weendawg.
Oh, I think Valentina's hot, dude. She, like, her face, you know, it could use a little bit of improvement. She has a big forehead. But her body,
Clooney.
I like her, like, I like that she's into guns and stuff, and I like her culturally. I like the shit she does on Instagram. She posts a lot of sexy pictures. I can understand why you would go for Jessica over Valentina, but for me, I like the accent. The accent is a big part of it. It's
really? The
sexy.
Russian accent?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess the worst part.
Really? You don't like the Russian accent?
It's very like deep and like come here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really into that.
I mean, I generally like any accent. I just think because it makes her like seem like she's kind of retarded, and I like that.
But Jessica I is quasi like she's angry. She's got a chip on her shoulder all the time.
Does. Mm-hmm.
She came to my show though, and it was so sweet. I think I might have had a shot. She'll say no, but but the next day we went out like. On her boat, me, her, and her friend, and we like.
She has a boat?
Yeah, they had a boat.
Done deal, dude.
They had a boat, and we were throwing a football, and like they were in bikinis, and I had my shirt on.
Yeah,
I was like the fat kid. Like,
you were in jean shorts, too?
Yeah. I was like so embarrassed.
Jean shorts, great combo.
Jean shorts, high socks, and a shirt on. Going ocean, dude.
I'm propeller hat.
Like I'm in good shape for a comedian, but like there's like I'm not in good shape.
Dude, I think you're in better shape than you think you are.
But maybe, but like I think I know how I used to be versus now. And
fair enough.
Every picture I take, I look at my belly. I go right, and then I crop it. I'm like, or I'll be like, hey man, I'll send it to some guy. Could you take my gut out? I look like I'm pregnant. I still
do. Can you Photoshop abs in here?
I don't even look at my face in pictures. It's whether or not I have a belly or not. Like it's crazy. My wife's like, what's wrong with you? I still weigh myself before I go to bed when I wake up in the morning.
Oh, I do too.
But I'm like, what am I doing?
That's because you're a wrestler, man. That's a deep-seated psychological issue that you have because I have it too. I get on the scale multiple times a day.
It was the worst, and then I'm
multiple times.
Then I'm like comparing myself to what if I was fighting and these guys would kill me, and like I'm trying to lose. Well, I'm strong for my weight class. I'm 40. I'm not in a weight class.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah,
it's sad, dude. It's pathetic.
No, hey man,
existence.
You're preaching to the choir. I'm the same way. Like I watch fights, I'm like, how would I do doing this? What could I?
But you're a fighter. That makes sense, though.
Kind of.
You've had amateur
fights. Yes, I've been in the cage. Yes, but still, it's like I will never be in the UFC. I'll never be close to the skill level of the UFC. So it's not even a question.
You're a hero in my eyes, Tyler. I don't give you enough credit.
Thanks, man. I'm a hero in my eyes too.
I actually felt bad the other day because you came to my comedy show and I'm like, Tyler, here's a pro fighter. He's got an O on his record. It's in the win column. But and then like your girlfriend was there, and I'm like, man, that was funny to me, but I'm like, I hope he's not upset.
Dude, it's always funny to me.
She was laughing.
She loves it.
But I was like, man, I'm a dick. Why did I do that? I'm like, he's
like
my friend.
Not at all.
Hilarious.
So all right, so. Valentina Shevchenko, who would I don't know. I think I'd rather hook up with Jessica too, but I feel like she would complain during, like in bed.
Yeah.
She would just tell you what you're doing wrong. She's very critical.
Yeah.
Or like she would break up with you halfway during sex.
Yeah.
Like you'd be like mid in there, and she'd be like, you know what, this is not working out. And then she would run
just heel hook you.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
But Russian women are like. That's a whole different level of crazy.
Yeah, it's a whole different level of crazy. So I tend to like. I've always had an aversion to Russians. My best friend growing up, he came here from Ukraine when he was 4, and his mom is one of those fiery, angry Russian ladies. Like we would fuck up well into adulthood. Like I think the last time she yelled at me, I was like 27, but. I think she just gave me like this fear of Russian women more than like even if I see a gorgeous Russian woman, the moment I hear that voice, I'm like, oh God. And her name's Valentina too, of course.
Yeah.
Because they all are.
Yeah.
But I just have that like, Tyler, you fucking idiot. Like, I don't want any part of that. Yeah. And also, I've been a Jessica I fan since.
Oh yeah, I was trying to set you guys up.
Yeah.
I think she was interested. She's like, send me a picture. My dad told me that with Russian girls, if you don't sleep with them within the first 3 dates, they think you're a complete homosexual.
Yeah.
This is the stuff that he told me, my dad. Then he told me that Israeli women are the best.
Good parenting.
Because they have like, they have 4 countries trying to get them out of or 6 countries trying to blow them off the map. So like, what's a load to the face? Like, he didn't say load to the face. That was the second part. But
what's a load to the face?
So Jimmy Rivera versus Petr Yan. Man, Jimmy Rivera's been thrown to the wolves, huh?
Yeah, dude.
It's like he got no respect.
Well, he was looking like a wolf for a long time, dude.
When he beat Uriah.
Yeah.
Who's now coming back and fighting, what's his name? The guy with the mullet?
Ricky
Simone.
Ricky Simone.
Fighting Uriah Faber. See,
I get why these guys come back, but I don't get why some of them come back.
Faber's got a wife, a kid, a TV career, a gym,
movies,
a business.
Dude, he just got his ass kicked by a 17-year-old.
Is that kid 17?
Nicky Ryan is 17. He might be 18 now, but
did you watch it? The grappling match?
Watch it.
I heard Uriah was slapping him in the head.
He was.
Is that legal?
No. I mean, there's a gray area. If you're going to like grab them super hard and you happen to hit him in the head, then oh well.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
So this is Gordon Ryan's brother.
Gordon Ryan's little brother, and he didn't like. It went to. I think he beat him on points or something.
Okay.
So he didn't tap him or anything, but I think that there's just that fire just doesn't go away for some guys, especially somebody like Uriah Faber, who's like. He's obviously in phenomenal shape. He's 48 years old or whatever.
You think
he is,
Team Alpha Male? But 48? He's not 48.
He's probably 40.
You think Team Alpha Male needs like a win? Because they've been like, kind of having a tough time.
Yeah, maybe he's like, all right, if you guys aren't going to do it,
going in, boys.
Yes, it's up to me, assholes.
I'll show you how it's done. I mean, because Say's Northcutt. Renato Laranja is here.
Oh, wow, look at this guy.
How you doing, my brother?
What's going on?
Oh, I feel invigorated.
Now the text did say noon.
Listen, I got a lot of fish to die. I got a bigger fish to die than to be in this podcast.
Gotcha.
So you're lucky that I'm even.
Okay. Now we start off the podcast.
Yeah, me too.
I want to get your opinion on this. So I was in Muay Thai class, and everything's okay now.
What is Muay Thai?
Muay Thai. So
I was in Muay Thai class. We were throwing kicks at each other, karate chops.
Did De Niro just come in?
Why am I an old Jewish woman from Boca Raton? So
I don't know. Why are you?
It was my Thai class.
Yeah.
He was learning how to make drinks.
So I'm in my Thai class.
All right. So I'm in my Muay Thai class, right? And I'm going with this guy from Asia, like straight off to the boat, Yeah. And
from the Orient.
So I'm holding pads for him, and he's going like ballistic.
The Oriental kid.
Yeah. And he's like, the Asian kid. I don't think they like being called
camera?
Oriental. We don't have the camera.
Oh, okay, better.
All right. So
I'm less self-conscious.
So then, and he was going so hard that he was like on the ground, like winded in between like me holding pads. He was just like,
oh no.
So then
he's a beginner.
No, because he could kick really hard and punch really hard. But at the end, they were like light sparring, right? No mouth guard, no headgear, just shin guards.
Just in a class setting.
In a class setting. So I'm going, and like I'm just light jabbing him, and then this dude just taking like hard swings at me, right?
No.
So I'm like, I gotta stifle this attack, right? So I catch him a couple times just to calm him down. Wow. Which was my mistake.
Throwing gasoline.
I should have said, I should have said, calm down, right?
Is this on here?
Yeah, it's on. So then he was like, he was going all out, like trying to corner me in the corner of the room, and I just threw like a body shot. I was trying to like, and then they were like, the guy was like, calm down, guys. There's no pride in this class. Calm down. Then this fucking kid throws a head kick, and hit me flush with a head kick.
You sure this is a guy who hasn't been to one of your comedy shows?
So yeah, no,
A disgruntled fan.
maybe.
You heckled
So
him.
then-
So these Chinese guys, huh? What about these Chinese guys?
So then I turned him around. I just grabbed him. I had his back standing.
Yeah.
I go, calm the fuck down. You know,
yeah, I don't blame you.
and then like the teacher and everybody, like they hit me up that night and said, hey, I'm sorry about that guy. I don't know what he was thinking. You know, you gotta.
Fuck.
But yeah, I was like, but the lesson learned was to I should have said calm down from the beginning, not to try to stop someone's momentum by hitting them harder.
Exactly. You know, I people do that shit all the time in jiu-jitsu, and I don't have as much a beef about that. Well, because I know I can maybe to stop that. You know, like I can stop it with jiu-jitsu, but I feel like in this situation, it's like how else you're supposed to stop the guy besides to fucking knock him out or something. You know what I mean? So it's dangerous.
But I almost didn't want to give him the satisfaction of me saying, hey, calm down. But
yeah, but you know what? I feel like in a situation like that, you don't know the fucking guy.
Yeah.
So it's dangerous to spar with people you don't even know anyway.
Yeah.
And then second, it's like you see a guy going like that, you ask him first of all, oh, hey, my brother, you mind? Even make up something to make him feel tough. Just say, hey, my brother, I got a concussion.
Yeah.
Or some dumb shit, like just say something. I gotta, or I had fucking jaw surgery, whatever the fuck it is, and say I can't go that hard yet.
Yeah.
You mind if and let him go, oh, okay, all right, I'll take it easy on you. Who cares what the fucking kid thinks?
Yeah.
You guys, you're not gonna see him down the road in the finals or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck this kid,
That's what the other kids in my class told me the same thing. Other guys were like, yeah, they had to tell him to calm down.
Yeah, and another stuff is if he won't listen to that, say, hey, you know what? Just say, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna take this hound off. I'm gonna, just don't spar with the fucking guy. There's certain people that if they go crazy, I'm not gonna get nothing out of that. I just prefer to avoid that person,
Yeah.
especially if they're a beginner.
Has that happened with you?
Because they're gonna hurt somebody. Yeah. That shit has happened to me with friends. I remember some friends do a Muay Thai and then start to think they know how to fight and stuff like that, and then want to spar with me, fuck around with me. And I haven't done stand-up martial arts in many years. But I still remember how to throw a fucking jab, and I have long arm, so I have a kind of a stiff jab, and I can like step into that fucking thing and put my weight. And I remember one friend of mine, I'm not gonna say who it is, I hit this fucking guy with a couple jabs, and I didn't even think it was that much because it was just jabs. I wasn't throwing a height, and he started swinging for the fences. I mean, he was. That kind of like little kid angry, he was so fucking angry, and he was trying to take my fucking head off with haymakers. And then the fucking Muay Thai guy was walking by the ring, and he was like, "Caralho, he's throwing haymakers, boy."
Well, my teacher was like, because I grabbed him by the back. Well, he was like, "Yeah, wrestle him." I'm like he's encouraging.
Oh my god!
And that's an immature. Well, maybe he's trying to diffuse the.
Yeah,
he thinks he's being funny, but the situation is you can't goof around. You can't goof around like that. Especially, it's not smart for the gym. It's one thing if you was a fight team.
Yeah,
right.
But if you got casual people who's like weekend warriors and trying to get fitness and stuff, you don't want them to think it's fucking shooter box.
Right, of course.
Where you're gonna have to get knocked out to, if you want to be in the fucking class. Fuck that.
No, that happened, and then I was telling them before you came, I had a show at this bar that I did like 4 months ago, and I thought I had a good set, yada yada, it was a great set. Then I got a text yesterday saying I'm not allowed to go to the show last night until I apologize.
Well, you did.
Okay, so here's what happened. So I'll just read you the text. It said, hey, situation at the bar, I don't know.
Wait, Situation was there?
No, not him. Just,
I thought he's in jail.
A couple months ago, a comic named Adam Hunter heckled the bartender on comedy night. Like, so now comics are heckling.
You gotta be kidding me.
He goes, he was heckling the crowd and made a joke about her giving good head and having daddy issues.
Wow.
I wasn't there, but she was very traumatized.
Now, do you remember this situation?
No, I do a bit about it, like how I want to meet a nice girl like you. The problem is the best girls and with the most issues, the girls with the best head have the most problems. They take all their problems out on your cock. Like, I hate my dad, gobble, gobble, gobble. Like that's the joke.
And so you just used her as like person number 3.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
And,
Okay, I can understand somebody who's sensitive and don't want to be brought into the thing. But then on the same token, you gotta also be a team player. If you're gonna bartend on a fucking comedy night, just hold with the punch.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean.
Well, first of all, I like how now comics are heckling the crowd. We're not like it
not
used
doing
to be
crowd work.
Not
or
crowd
whatever.
work. No art form. I'm a heckler. I'm a professional heckler, right? So, like, number one. Second of all, maybe she was right. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I should have maybe checked with her, or maybe afterwards diffused it. But I didn't think there was even an issue. She was laughing. But also, she's traumatized because of comics and she gives good head. What? Wouldn't if I said she gives bad head? Like, wouldn't that be more trauma?
You know, I think a lot of people in this day and age is, and it don't have nothing to do with liberal or conservative.
Yeah.
I think across the board, people is looking for something to get fucking crazy about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To go look, see, and so her version of that is. You know, we tired of it's like, the kind of patriarchy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, he can just say that stuff to me and like I ain't shit or whatever because she's been listening to stuff.
Yeah.
And in this situation, it's like maybe she have a point overall about that kind of shit, but choose your fucking battles.
Yeah.
Don't go after the fucking comic. You know what I'm saying? It's like don't go after the street drug dealer or whatever. You know, don't hate the player, hate the game. It's a classic thing. It's like it's not. Your issue is not with Adam. Even if you got Adam blackballed from the industry, you that's not gonna make a dent in you fight. You know what I mean? And and I don't want to put this thing on like a snowflake, and it's only women or it's liberal or it's fags or whatever.
Not even.
It's everybody. You put one fucking thing about Donald Trump, people gonna come. That's they fucking snow. That's the thing that make them to melt. Or you say something about abortion, everybody's a snowflake.
I try to look like the other day. Me and my wife and I wanted to get Uber Eats, right? So I go to order Uber Eats.
Thank you, Jesus.
I tried to order Uber Eats, right? And then I realized that they were delivering it to the last place I was at where I ordered it from. So now at the Comedy Store. So I'm like, fuck. So I call up.
They go by. You don't put the address. No. It goes by your location.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it doesn't find your location on a map. So
wherever you ordered it, if you ordered it from somewhere else, it'll keep that address in there.
So I call.
That's hot.
So I call up. They didn't even send a delivery, and I go, listen, I want to cancel the order. They charge me $40. Right?
$40?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you say he instate the delivery?
Well, I just said all I'm trying to do is
drive your ass to the store,
trying to do is redirect. Like I called Uber Eats. Well, sorry because you. So I was like furious. I was like. They didn't even say it was a minute later. It was like 1 minute later I called up. And they were like, well, if you would have called the restaurant, this whole thing, right? So my wife's like, hey.
This better start having something to do with.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
My wife's like, tag Uber Eats on Twitter and say, listen, this is bullshit, or write a bad Yelp review. Okay. And I said, no. I'm not doing that. Because I hate those fucking people. They're like, hey, Delta, your fucking service sucks, and they're trying to get a free flight, or hey this, or hey that. I hate Yelp reviews. I hate anyone criticizing someone. I hate people writing bad. I'm not going to do that.
However, if somebody is getting away with doing these whack stuffs to people over and over and over again, sometimes that's the only hit course.
I hear you.
Do you know what I'm saying? Now, I'll tell you you want my take on this one?
Sure.
Here's the shit. I don't mind a bad Yelp review if it's truthful. If the food was shitty, if the fucking service was terrible, give them a bad review if you want. I've never did a Yelp review. But the thing I think is chicken shit and I don't approve is when I'm looking at the reviews of a movie or a book or something like that. And then somebody gives it half a star or whatever. And they go, mine came and the cover was scratched. And like, you're taking down the fucking reviews about the seller who sold you the stupid book. Don't fuck up the author. I don't give a fuck what happened to you fucked up order. That one is the dumbest shit on earth.
Well, we have like Uber. There's like an urban nanny where you can get a babysitter. It's like an Uber for babysitters kind of, and then you go by the reviews.
Wait, urban nanny? So I saw black nanny?
No, it's not all black nannies. It's called urban nanny.
Well, why not? It's black. You're racist?
Some could be black.
Some of them are.
Yeah, I don't like where this is going. Let's
Adam.
change the subject. Yeah, exactly.
So Urban Nanny, I read the reviews, and someone will be like, she was late and like didn't put away the milk or something. And then like,
That's so fucked up.
and then like my kid was like,
And you ruining this person's life.
so then like, But then the
They can't make a living.
then the nanny will respond. They'll be like, just
Yeah,
so you
fuck
know,
you.
I wasn't late. Your kid was a terror. Like it's just like it keeps going.
Oh my God.
That's
Do you have to have an account to read these? Because
Yeah.
like one of my favorite pastimes used to be getting drunk and reading Yelp reviews, like bad Yelp
Yeah, so-
reviews. Or finding the one bad one on a bunch of good ones.
it's
Those
always
are always
fun.
the best.
It is-
So
yeah, that's something.
This might be a new avenue for me.
I had somebody cancel on me like 20 minutes before the thing, and I was coaching wrestling.
that's not cool.
But
You can't do
I
that.
still didn't write a bad review. But then the girl that came was like showed up, and I'm like, I had to have somebody this like hot Filipino, and I gotta check on my wife. Is it okay if we get her? Because if I get like some fucking, if I get some supermodel, she'll be like, wait, why are we getting this? So this, but it was like 20 minutes. She's like, fine. The girl comes, this like hot Vietnamese chick,
Caray.
and I'm like, okay, so
Tran.
I'm like, here are the diapers. She goes, I've never changed diaper before. And I was like, well, then why?
You're perfect. Don't worry about it. I'll change the fucking diaper.
Yeah.
I'll change your diaper.
Why did you respond to this for a fucking 6-month-old? Like, did you not think that you're gonna have to change the diaper?
Well, because she's
How are you even on there?
probably been to a massage parlor and didn't know how to give her massages either. So she's probably used to like that's how it work out here.
She didn't have to. There, though.
Babysitter, quote unquote.
So we got announced Khabib versus Poirier.
Wait, another seg. That's a harsh segue.
I'm going over what we went over.
But wait, what was another thing about that stuff?
Professional showman.
About Urban Nanny?
No, again, that's nice, but just the situation of you know why I think you don't like doing the Yelp stuff,
Why?
which is why I don't begrudge anybody to do it, but I've never did it myself, only because it remind me. I don't know about you guys, but I spent a lot of time in New York as
Being
you
a
did.
snitch, right?
It's the snitch thing. It's
Yeah.
like it feels like you're snitching. It feels like you're calling the cops. It feels like you're going, teacher, they're doing, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But when something go overboard and you can't do it, and the method don't work by telling the manager or whatever, and they don't want to go that route, then you might go, hey, fuck you. I'm gonna put your shit on blast here.
Yeah, I've also gotten a lot of bad Yelp reviews in my life from my comedy, and I
ridiculous
know
for comedy. Anybody who's hitting Yelp reviews for a comic is
Yeah.
I didn't
And they
know
leave
that
the
existed.
review like on the Comedy Club's Yelp page. It's not even like
I
for
didn't even
Adam.
know that
It's like,
exists.
Yeah.
This comedy club sucks. The comedian there,
Yeah,
you know,
Really?
Yeah.
That's like you. That's
Made fun
somebody.
of me.
There was like, especially on the cruises, cruise reviews they call
God.
it, and then they tell you like, oh, the comic, said that my tits were too big or just something, and you're just like,
And yeah, it's like so what now?
Probably are.
yeah, it's ridiculous. But
That's just the culture we live in, though. That's just now. Like now, it's like because everybody has the voice and the opportunity, they use it. It's
Yeah.
like, well, I can write this, so
Yeah.
why not? People will listen. Like,
I think
no,
that's
nobody
yeah.
fucking cares
my friend
about
Dwayne
you.
Perkins has a great bit about that. How like back in the day, like let's say you hated Lionel Richie, you had to and you wanted to tell him. You have to go to the concert, get the front row seats, and
Make
then
the sign,
and then you're
hold the
sitting
fucking
there,
sign up.
and he's playing some Commodore
Yeah.
song. You're like, this one's pretty good. but
That's absolutely right.
By the end of
Yeah.
it, you end up being a fan of Lionel. But now,
Right.
it's all you have to do is tell the person directly.
Another thing is I think that they're trying to make the narrative about it is like, oh, everybody these days is soft and sensitive. I feel like everybody has been complaining for years. We just didn't get to see it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's not like magically. Look, every generation. Didn't your dad say when I was a kid, or I only slap you in the face. My dad used to fucking kick the shit out. You know what I mean? But everybody make it like the generation before. It was so much tougher. We were so much healer. We were so much harder working. We're doing it. I think people basically are fucking people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people, and you just deal with whatever cards you got, whatever we're working with. It's the same amount of cool people, shitty people,
Yes.
tough people, weak people.
Although in my business, in the comedy business,
Oh, my business now.
it just there was.
Yeah.
It used
My
to be like
enterprise.
you got really good. Like you sort of got so good to the point they couldn't deny you. You got famous. You sold tickets, right? And then with Instagram-y and all these other things and YouTube and Vine, it's like you got famous first, and then you became a comic, and then because you were able to sell tickets before you were ready.
For sure.
So
for sure. No. Of course, that's changed. I'm just saying. The only thing I'm calling question, and I'm not even sure about this. I just tend to start thinking. We do a lot of talking about how these days everybody's so sensitive. I just think they've always been sensitive. They've always been gonna have an opinion or whatever. It's just they're telling their best friend or some stupid bunch of fucking the bridge club or whatever. And now we just have to be exposed to everybody's stupid idea.
No, I mean the good, and like you said, and like the other thing about what I was saying is that the good part about it is it takes out the middleman of you. Before you have to wait for an industry person to give you a chance to be in front of people.
True.
Now you could just get in front of people, which is great. At the same time, you now hear what the people are saying directly.
Yeah.
So it's everything has its...
And you're getting too much people who shouldn't ever have a chance to be seen by people.
Well, exactly. And that's the issue.
But still, everything have a down spot. Yeah. Being married have a down spot. Being single have a down spot.
Yeah.
Anything you can think of have a side effect.
And nobody's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, being even hitched, winning the lottery, every fucking thing you can think of have the great shit and the something you're gonna deal with.
So let's redirect a little bit to MMA. Poirier versus Khabib.
My business.
Khabib.
MMA.
Khabib Poirier got announced today in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi? Yeah. Oh, that is gonna be in that one? Oh, Khabib, they're gonna put some curare poisoning in
That's what I thought.
in his fucking hummus.
Be some shady shit going on.
Dustin, stay away from the hummus.
What's curare poisoning?
It's just like that odorless. If you eat like old like some old spy shit or like some old Indiana Jones type shit, it would be like
blow dart
or like or like something. Taste this and odorless curare poisoning, like in the Phantom or something like that, or like the Shadow.
Oh my god!
So who do you think wins this fight?
Okay, well, of course, conventional wisdom would make you to say, look, Khabib, what is there to believe that Khabib is not going to do the same stuff to him or whatever? I've always been a fan. I respect Khabib, but I'm not like necessarily like a great fan of how he fight. Like he's not my favorite fighter. Right. I don't have a problem with the fucking guy. But it's not like I don't hate him, I don't love him, Dustin Poirier, I have always liked that kid ever since I saw that Fightville documentary years ago. And so I've always been following his career, and I like how he carry himself, and I like how he fight. And he reminds me of like a tough boxer that I just like the kid. I just like the kid. He got a lot of fucking heart. And look, I don't know who's gonna win, but I'm gonna be hooting for Dustin. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I'm just pray that fucking this guy don't do the same fucking thing. That I hope don't happen.
Now, did you watch, by the way, the Anthony Joshua Ruiz fight?
I mean, me just like everybody else, I saw. It was late at night, and I was looking through Instagram, and I see like just people posting like some shit. I go, that didn't happen. I go, what is this? Then I look and I go, oh. But to be fair, I didn't know shit about the Ruiz kid beforehand.
Yeah.
So like now when I see, I mean, of course his sizes and the whole way he look and talk.
Yeah.
He's basically the kid from Modern Family. What's that kid name? Yeah, that's Manny. I mean,
some people are saying Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like with the way he talk and shit. Yeah. He have almost like a sweet.
Yeah, he's like this nice, just like, oh hey.
It's a very sweet, sugary. Yeah. I mean, a very.
It's
some people were saying
like
he was like
flan
that.
Or
he was like that, like
churro.
hip hop preacher. The guy that kept saying, Jesus.
The hip hop preacher.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I thank you, Gord. But the thing about him though is I would not be surprised that guy to knock out Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Like he seemed like a fucking killer. He seemed like he'll kill you before the fight.
Jesus
Christ, he's crazy, man.
But this kid seemed very sweet and nice and seemed like a personal stylist or something like that, or like a I don't know.
Are you guys aware of the Drake curse?
Of course I'm aware of that. I posted the fucking thing.
Yeah, that's what I first saw. Like, that's the fucking meme. No way that's real, dude.
Yeah.
Because Anthony Joshua posted like 5 months ago, like him with Drake, and he's like, I'm about to break the curse June 1st.
Dumbest thing to say ever.
Dude.
But
that
also,
shit.
And to acknowledge that your friend has a curse. if I was Drake or Drake's friend, I'm going to go, curse. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But then you look at the guy. He was an Olympian. He was 34-1. The one loss was by a decision that could have went his way. So as an amateur, he was like 120-5.
Here's the thing, though. Okay, so I'm not
fighter.
You talking about this kid,
Ruiz?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, once you find out about him, you think, oh, okay, well, this is not crazy, but it still looks stupid when you see them together. It's just look dumb.
Yeah. Well, also, after watching it, or at least watching the highlights of it, the way he fights totally makes sense for what he looks like.
Yeah.
He doesn't go in there and all right, I got head movement, I got these slick. Nah, you hit me and I throw 6 back.
Yeah.
That's just it's fucking Mexican style boxing.
Yeah, he's tough and he's not gonna wilt. You got to take him out, Yep. But now, so I'm seeing some stuff now that's coming out, and I don't know if it's true or bullshit or what. But Anthony Joshua's father had claimed that, I guess he had wanted to have the fight canceled or he scheduled.
He got knocked out.
Yeah,
sparring.
because he got knocked clean out in sparring.
By the same guy?
Yes. And it was maybe I want to say 2 weeks. I don't know how many weeks before the fight. And so they were like, let's schedule this shit. And then I guess before the fight, he was in his. I guess I didn't see the fight, but there was some delay with him coming out.
Oh, really?
And they said that he was having a full-blown panic attack,
oh, wow.
and that they wanted to stop the fight and all this kind of shit. And then he was like, "No, you gotta fucking get out there." And then so he was just having the hell of a time. And then his head he was going through crazy headache. And I guess I haven't investigated this myself. It's just what I was hearing, that they was massaging his temples and doing some shit before, in the ring, and trying to cool him out, while.
Wow.
I don't know if any of this is true, but this is what I had. So it's interesting.
Well, if it is, then that's fucked up that they made him fight.
Well, but think about the pressure. Think about the pressure you're under. Think about the money that's at stake. Think about the pressure. I mean, I understand. Imagine you had a HBO special.
Yeah.
You fucking dream, Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? Imagine it's Madison Square Garden. All this shit's finally coming together. This is it. And you know you're gonna beat this fucking guy. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, something happened where
burn your tongue.
Yeah.
Yo, eat a slice of pizza. Yeah, a matzo ball. You burn your lips on a matzo ball. Now and then
bad man.
Yeah. No, but you got food poisonings or something like that, and you're shitting yourself and throwing up every 5 seconds, and then you're under any other circumstance, you would be like, I gotta be in the hospital or something. You know what I mean? But you're like, what do I do?
I don't know what's going to happen now because Deontay Wilder said this guy's got no heart. He was ducking me the whole time.
Yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe all of this stuff is true at the same time.
I mean, he did beat Klitschko. He did beat Vladimir Klitschko. That was a great fight. I think he will. I think that Wilder is going to demolish Ruiz, though, if they fight.
Oh.
But can you imagine, though, if he doesn't? I mean, it's not impossible.
No, I would love to have Ruiz just walk through all 3 of them, Fury and
what if he becomes
Wilder?
The greatest of all time?
This dude is the best. I mean, Teddy Atlas said he sent back physical fitness 100 years after the fight.
I love Teddy Atlas.
Dude, that's the theme of this week.
People
fuck going to the gym, dude.
I love it. It's fun. It just shakes up.
Ruiz,
just shakes up shit. It's fun, Yeah. I like the way I love this shit.
He had 1,000 Twitter followers before the fight. Now he's up to 61,000.
I followed the fucking kid. I made it my feed about him for a day.
Now, what do you think about Vinny Magalhaes fighting this Thursday night against Emiliano Sordi in the PFL?
Why would you even
I don't even know what that is. I don't know who you're talking. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
It's a PFL?
Yeah.
What that stands for?
It stands for Professional Fighters League. Vinny made the finals last year, but gassed out during the walk to the octagon or the ring.
What a surprise!
And
you mean he's obese and out of shape, and then almost died going into the ring? You know who should knock him out next?
Who's that?
Fucking Magalhaes.
Vinny Magalhaes? Yeah. So Vinny is fighting this week. It's the beginning of the PFL tournament. Not tournament. It's the regular season. Okay. Also, Henry Cejudo, Sergey Moraes this Saturday night.
Yeah, I have my podcast. I interview Henry Cejudo, and I haven't put it out yet. That kid, he's been looking like he can't really be beat. But Moraes is just
Marlon Moraes is Sergio Moraes. Go on.
Marlon Moraes is a dangerous individual. It's like an unknown here. I'm a little scared for Cejudo. I only because like I just hope he's taking Marlon as serious as you should take the guy.
It seems like before he fought Demetrius Johnson the second time, he was super serious. Now he's hanging out with raw girls.
Yeah, he's
on this gold medal. And
I'm a little concerned. I think he have the tools, the challenge, everything. But if he take Moraes lightly, he's gonna get like knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Like that kid is dangerous. But if he take this fucking shit seriously, and I don't know, you gotta hear the podcast because this guy. There was, the party going on in the fucking background.
Really?
And it was night. I don't know. I'm interesting. It's very interesting. I don't know what
Who's
the
underdog?
fuck.
Do we know?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
What are the odds?
I would say Moraes just because of what
he's not the champ,
Cejudo has achieved has to be the fucking underdog.
That's close though.
But I feel like
I don't know. Sometimes, a lot of the times in these kind of fights, though, it'll be like they're both minus 150.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that, but there's no way that Moraes can be the. I don't know
The favorite?
Yeah, I don't see how that's possible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's a pick 'em. I think it's a pick 'em.
Killing everybody.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like with the track record that Cejudo has
Well, it's just
up
a matter
to this
of who
point.
people are betting on, though. That's the thing. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what bets are coming in. Now, Donald Cerrone versus Tony Ferguson this Saturday night.
I got Choney.
You got Cerrone?
It's hard to
Choney.
pick.
Tony Ferg.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know on that one.
If Choney's not if he's the regular Choney and not fucked up from these things that has been going on, because I don't know, even though I know the guy, I have not talked to him since that shit, and I don't know what was going on.
And why
there.
are they letting him fight?
I don't know if he was going through psychotic episode. I don't know what the fuck was going on. So to me,
because he was saying the government was like putting
So clearly there was some mental shit.
stuff
There
in
was
his legs.
Been hanging out with Eddie Bravo too long,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, yes, I understand that angle of that, but this is more severe than that shit. Because I don't know him to be acting the way he was acting, and I feel that he's. I feel like there either had to be saying some shit like he was saying. It either has to be a manic depressive situation or a temporary psychotic thing or a schizophrenic. I don't know, but if he's the Choney that I mean in the cage like is, I feel like even though there's no way it's an easy fight, it's gonna be a tough fight. Mm-hmm. I feel like I just give him a little bit of the edge just because I think he's even more durable than Cerrone. I feel like he's also just more unpredictable than Cerrone.
Yeah.
Now, Jessica I. Shevchenko.
So no debate on that? You guys already went on?
I'm not sure why they're letting him fight. To be honest,
No,
I'm
I
not
feel
sure
the
why.
same exact
I feel like
way.
almost like he should be his wife. Allegedly his wife called the cops and said he thought his kid was Jesus Christ or something, and they were putting bugs in his legs and all kinds of stuff.
But is all this confirmed or is this just rumors?
No, this is. I mean,
it was like on the police report.
This is something went down. You know what I mean? Like something.
And it just seems very soon to have him fight.
Yeah.
After that,
Well,
went
it
down.
also just. I mean,
It is. It's interesting to me, but I just don't know. I don't know the situation. I'm telling you 100% true.
So I mean, are we going to see a thing where like Oliver McCall? Remember he started crying in the ring.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like it's a big question mark. But I'm saying, throw all that shit out, and if he's just him, like maybe if he's just him in the ring like he normally is,
he should beat Cerrone.
I don't think he should. I'm just saying I would put my money. Even though like
I don't know.
Cowboys
He gets hit a lot though. He gets hit a lot.
Yeah, by some date. He got hit with like head kicks by what's that guy's name?
Lando Venata?
No, not Lando Venach. The Brazil Barbosa.
Barbosa.
You know what I'm saying? He's gotten hit by the hardest hitters in the division, and he never got put out.
Very close though to getting stopped.
I'm just saying, but he never got put out and always finished the guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's like, I'm just saying he's and Sahoni has got demolished by people. So let's not say. I mean, Sahoni
and by people like Tony who are just gonna come forward and throw a barrage of punches at you.
Yeah, I think Tony should win too, but the big question mark is mentally if he's gonna fall apart.
Exactly. And you know what? The one thing that. In the old days, before this resurgence of Cowboy, I would have put the farm on Tony.
Yeah.
But there's this like new Cowboy since that kid with that having the fucking.
Go on.
No, having a fucking kid, for me, have been the opposite. It's like a kryptonite.
Right.
But for most other athletes, it seemed like you see this kid in the playoffs, Van Vliet on the fucking Toronto Haps.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy was a bum. And then he has a fucking kid. And I think it's that thing where,
it's like a weird drive.
Well, you know how people say like they didn't have no focus, and you see people going, I gotta make some money. I gotta do that.
Yeah.
You know, like it's about the kid. So now he's not self-conscious. Like he's not going like, oh, they're gonna hate me if I should. He's thinking, I gotta fucking make some money here.
You stop caring as a new parent. You stop caring about what everyone else thinks about you, and you care what your kid thinks of you.
Mm-hmm.
And
what happened when your kids turn on you like me, and then now I care about myself and I care about what they think of me.
Okay, we're talking to a woman who, see if she's got a fight coming up this week.
What was that? That's a...
Let's see if she's...
Skype.
This is Skype theme music.
Crystal Demopoulos, who is a fighter
and a Greek stripper.
And a stripper.
She's a stripper.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Do I know my stuffs?
She wrote... She's drug-free, high on life.
Oh, God. She's high on
She wrote the
dick.
Stripper Bible.
High on Hinach.
She's gonna be high on the hog pretty soon.
Let's see if she picks up.
It's better if she wanna know what's good for her. Let me see this one.
Hi there, you've reached.
Oh, wait, let's hear that.
I'm not answering my phone.
Want to leave a message, Hannah?
Yeah.
As promptly as possible. Please send me a text message rather than leaving me a voicemail.
I hate when I say
will
that.
make sure to get to it.
Like, we know that was an option.
Thank you so much and have a great day. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
What a soothing message, Crystal Demopoulos. We're sorry that we missed you. We wanted to talk turkey with you. You're out there living high on my hog, but you're gonna be back soon. God, you.
You can end it. Oh, sorry. All right.
Hey.
All right. So that was Crystal. Have you ever hooked up with a stripper before?
Does the Pope, Santa Claus?
Pope shit in the woods?
Yeah.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
How many strippers have you hooked up with?
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Oh, I know her.
You know her?
Yeah, I know her.
You train with her?
I didn't even know who the fuck that we was talking. I only think of her as that name, her little
monster?
nickname or whatever. Yeah. I never even knew her real name.
Mm-hmm. But you know who
No,
she is?
I know who she is because I was at Worlds like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And she and a group, I was like trying to make a fast getaway in the parking lot. And I was looking for my car. I was like lost where the fuck my car was. And then like a group of her and her friends was like, Hanach or whatever. And we took pictures and goofing around. And then I followed her and her friend on Instagram me.
Yeah.
And then I saw, she's a fighter and all this shit. I had no idea, you know.
You know she was a stripper?
No, I had no idea.
Oh, okay.
But she have a great body, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never hung out with her in like real life or whatever. So I didn't, when I was doing that message, I had no idea who the fuck.
Oh, okay. What about porn star? You hooked up with a porn star?
Yeah.
Which one?
I don't know.
You don't know
All
her
of
name?
them.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not at liberty.
Really? Why? You think they'd be embarrassed?
I don't. No.
A class, B class,
maybe
or
I'm
C?
gonna be embarrassed. You gotta watch public talking about stuff. So you gotta be careful. Then you find out someone you fucking with go, ew, what you doing that?
Yeah, right.
So I keep it mysterious.
Do you have a list of actual like current porn stars that you're a fan of?
Oh, caralho.
Because there's new ones every day.
I like good ones.
There are new ones every day.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
You know,
man.
I'm kind of not a snob, but it have to be a girl. First of all, I like a girl with a juicy ass.
Yeah.
I can't have no small ass girl. But then on the other token, because my dick is, even though I'm Brazilian, my dick is look dark, like it's a black.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know how when you're watching a porno, it's like you're living vicarious through the guy.
Yeah.
It's like
Is it hard to find a dick that matches yours?
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just that I tend to go to the ones where whatever haze the girl is, she have to be fucking with black dudes.
Yeah.
And it's not like I can never.
It's like the opposite of my porn.
It's not like I can never do one if she's with a white guy, but I tend toward that.
You know, I'm the same way.
And also, if it's a white guy, the guy has to have a tremendous hog.
I'm gonna say
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
the same way. Normally it has to be a white dick because I
And there's nothing wrong with there's nothing
It's
wrong
not
with
racist.
that. Yeah,
I just like.
and if it looked even
dick.
more like your dick, you know what I'm saying? Like the attribute.
So it has to have a couple warts on it.
Yeah.
Has been
it has
bleeding.
to have Propecia, whatever.
Right. It has that.
What is it called? Not Propecia. Alopecia.
I like Propecia, like actual hair Propecia.
There's an alopecia theme on the podcast today.
Caralho.
my
Yeah,
God.
but so it's like
Now, in real life, do you tend to go towards white girls or black girls?
I
or
go
Brazilians,
toward I'm a pretty much a body person, you know. Like I mean, like it looks wise.
If they have the assets, then whatever the color
she's gonna have an ass. Like whatever haze she is, she's gonna have an ass.
Yeah.
And then titties is negotiable. Like I can deal with, you know, like I can just go, hey, look, I got the ass and the face and all that kind of stuff. But if she have some big titties, God, I enjoy the fuck out of that. But I'm not a snob about titties the way I am a snob about ass.
I've had fake asses before.
No,
not good.
I can deal with a fake titties. A fake ass is an absolute deal breaker.
Really?
Yeah.
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker because titties, there's.
But what if you're already like, I didn't realize it was a fake ass till
I realize. I will heal.
No, I didn't. I swear, I didn't know.
My brother, I realized.
I didn't. I thought she
Was
said
it implants or like
can tell.
injections?
I think it was like implants.
That's
You
the
can
worst.
tell. It's.
I didn't know.
It have a look. There's a look. I know the diff. I know the
I
difference.
didn't know.
It's like if the thigh stops and the ass starts instead of.
No,
the
I
thigh
realized it
going
once I was
into
there,
the
but
ass.
it fucking snuck up on
No,
me.
I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying that I wouldn't like hit that. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah.
it just sprung up on me. But you're talking about. You said, do I date?
Oh, right.
I don't know. Didn't you say
I
date?
said that, but yeah.
Date or
Right.
fuck? I mean, that's a very different question.
Of course.
But
It is a very different
Now,
question.
Like,
he
I
said
would not-
he'd rather have Jessica I over Shevchenko.
wait.
He said
What?
Shevchenko.
Which one is Shevchenko again?
The Russian champion.
The bullet.
She's like
Valentina.
Valentina Shevchenko.
Now,
Here's the thing. The Shevchenko, her fucking body is just part. It's like
Yep.
that's exactly what I want. Something about her face is
her forehead.
it's not that
Big-ass
it's
forehead.
no. Don't get me wrong. She's a sexy girl.
Yeah.
And I think she's attractive.
Yeah.
Now her body is so good. I would think, oh my God, I can't consider Jessica I. But something about Jessica I's face, I think, turned me
sexy.
on way more than Shevchenko. And I think maybe it is the forehead.
Yeah, because she has a very like.
Maybe that's what it is.
I like it. I feel like I
Doesn't
like
help because she always has her hair pulled all
Yeah,
the way
if she
back.
didn't have it pulled back.
Yeah.
But now this is
apples.
yeah, I mean this is high class problems here. You know,
Yeah.
you're doing good fucking either one of them.
Yeah.
Okay? But yes, I don't blame you for Jessica I because I feel like there's something. Yeah, she's sexy. Sexy.
She's so sexy.
Yeah,
No,
she's
I
very
picked Valentina over Jessica I. They
You
both
did?
they both picked Jessica
I
I.
thought that the conventional wisdom
Yeah.
would have been Valentina. Oh, interesting. Because
Yeah.
I know people go crazy over her.
Jessica I's got a good little body.
I like
herself.
Jessica I. Look, I like that. But I like both that ones.
Yeah.
So
Now,
anyway, yes.
Nina and Sarah.
How long you guys been here before I came?
We got here at noon.
No, I mean, when did you start it? I'm sorry.
noon.
You started at
45
noon?
minutes.
We're 1
Got it.
hour and
Got it,
45
got it,
minutes.
got it.
Yeah, we're
into
gonna
the
probably
podcast.
go 15 minutes.
Okay.
So Nina and Sarah taking on Tatiana Suarez.
Sorry, Nina.
Suarez is a monster.
Sorry, Nina.
Let me look. I always get the
Tatiana
name.
Suarez.
Tatiana
is, like
is
undefeated.
Is what
7-0.
Juliana Pena wishes she was.
Oh, yeah.
no,
yeah,
but
yeah,
she's
yeah.
got the wrestling background. She never wrestled. This
also
girl was
very
a
good looking.
national champion
Wait, is
wrestler.
Anselhoff,
yeah, I know.
Is Anselhoff the one that dates what's her
yeah,
name?
she's the
Amanda
bottom.
Nunes.
Okay, you know what's funny? Okay, yes, I agree with you guys, but the way she looked in her last fight, I was shocked. She looked like a world champion.
Like she's, dude.
Who did she beat? She beat some
Amanda's
Claudia
been rubbing
Gadelha.
off on
There's
her.
something- yeah,
She's been rubbing off
There's
on her a
something in
little bit.
Amanda's pussy
In
that's
more ways than one. Yeah.
You think Amanda's pussy?
It's the fountain
you
of
don't think
youth.
it's like the training that she's getting? It's,
Oh, I didn't even thought of it from that angle.
It's the pussy, huh?
I have to try it for
Have
myself.
you ever fought better or grappled better because of the pussy that you were in?
Probably worse.
Really? Yeah. It's usually
always worse.
Stay hungry.
I think it's different.
Aljamain Sterling versus Pedro Munoz.
Oh, that's a tough fight.
And it's on the fucking prelims. They put it on the prelims.
That's people don't know what a fight that is. I mean,
Pedro knocked out Cody.
Just knocked out Cody.
You know, this is a
fight.
terrible one for me here because I know both these guys and I like both these guys a lot, like as guys, you know.
But you're Brazilian. The other guy's black.
This is true. Caralho. I can't. Even if I start to watch the fight and I start to hoot for one or the other, I don't know till it happened.
Yeah.
I could never say on not camera, on a microphone.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings here. I can't.
Now, when Brazilians are fighting each other and they yell, "You will die," who are they talking to? Just
Brazilians don't fight each other, dude.
sometimes they do.
Only the girls.
They're talking about the audience.
All right, so I like Aljamain.
About after the fights when you go
Alexa Grasso.
And why? Tell us why you like Aljamain.
I like Aljamain because I think that Cody just fought a really dumb fight against Munoz.
Have you ever seen any of Munoz fights?
Yes.
I mean, aside from that one?
Yes. And he's really good.
Do you know that I don't know if it was on here, but I called that one.
Yeah.
It was on here.
Called him on here.
Go back and listen to it. I was the only one, and everybody was like, "Yeah, well, hi." Especially Yves was like. But he did say the only way if he did a stupid fight. But Ed Munoz is a killer.
He is a killer.
And he's a high level
but so
black
is Aljo.
belt. I understand that. I'm just saying for you to just be like, yeah, I got Aljo, like as if it ain't shit.
I think Aljo's he's not gonna engage the way Cody did. I think he's faster than him. But not by much.
The only thing I just want to remind you of, just to playing devil's advocate here, not to choosing one or the other. Munoz, even though he knocked out Cody, his strength is jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
The best thing does is jiu-jitsu. So it's like if you're thinking that to hassle him is going to be the key.
I think he might out-jab him.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Aljo ain't pulling out one of those fucking knee bars on.
Yeah, this Munoz is like he learned how to punch. That's not his. You know.
Alexa Grasso's taking on Karolina Kowalczyk.
Well, we all win. In that fight.
Grasso, why can't I remember?
Mexican girl.
So hot.
Mexican. She's
beautiful.
So hot.
She lost to a couple girls.
Oh, yeah. No, she's not Mexican. She's Brazilian.
She's Brazilian.
Oh, Brazilian.
Yeah, she's a cutie pie. Yeah. Ooh.
So is Carolina.
Two cutie pies. No, of course. I'm saying.
Carolina coming off a loss?
Yeah. A loss to Karate Hottie.
Right. Which... I don't know. I don't know if
that's
Alexa's
a pick'em
at that level. That's kind of a pick'em. I'm gonna go with Carolina.
Just for experience.
We've seen more. Yeah,
experience.
We've seen her a lot more.
Both so cute. I hate, both so cute. No, it's okay for them to fight. I'm just saying, I don't want to see. I want to see one ugly one in there.
Angela Hill.
So I can hoot against that
Angela
one.
Hill versus Yan Xiaonan from China. I don't know much about her. Caitlin Chukay.
You remember Yan Can Cook?
No, who's that?
He had a show, a cooking show. It was a Chinese guy.
Caitlin Chukay against Joanna Calderwood.
Oh, JoJo.
Really?
JoJo all the way, man. I got to go with JoJo.
Tough.
I like Caitlin, but she does grunt a lot. It's kind of annoying.
I think Joanne can win by submission like she
really?
normally does.
No one's ever submitted Caitlin Chukagian.
I think.
Wait.
I don't think she submitted Caitlin Chukagian.
Where's Chukagian from?
She's from East Coast, like Philly.
Did we talk to her?
Yeah, we talked to her. She's kind of hot. She's hot.
I thought she just does karate.
She's part of the her death squad too, dude.
That's how we did talk to her.
Those guys.
Trains with Eddie Alvarez. Those guys also. The guys over.
Yeah, maybe Chukagian. Wait, who took Calderwood?
I'm taking JoJo just because I love JoJo.
Because she's cute. Yeah, she have that cute voice.
She's dating her trainer.
She's at Syndicate.
John Wood.
Yeah, she's with John Wood.
Who? Chukagian?
No.
I mean,
JoJo. Bad mofo, JoJo.
Hey, good for her.
Yeah, he just goes. He's like,
I don't think that's a first for him, no?
No.
Yeah.
He remember he dated a lot of girls. Jenna Jameson.
Wow.
And then
but also fighters.
The ring car girl that was.
Jenna Jameson's a fighter, dude. She's 0-3 against Tito.
Oh God.
The ring car girl girl.
Sorry, Jenna. That's fucked up.
And then she was with Tito's wife. She dated Amber. Remember the one that he's
Yeah,
dating?
but also no.
And then she had a fire.
He's had 2 Tito's.
And then,
Tito
and then she had a fire sale and was selling all his shit. And then like Mike Pyle called him up and he's like, "Hey man, right now they're selling your shit on Facebook."
Whoa.
And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I just bought some of your stuff."
I don't know Pyle, but I think I like that guy. Like
I'm going to tell you after I already got the good stuff.
No, and then he said every time he goes to his house, he sees all his old shit. And that was his best friend.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I feel like wasn't he associated with some fighters too? Or no?
Oh, the girl that Garnett was with.
What's
That's
her name?
high.
Freaking,
That's why I have that in my mind. Ooh.
Colleen, yeah.
That's a messy situation. Fuck it. I'm not gonna bring that up.
Yeah. So the next week, June 14th, Rory McDonald versus Neiman Gracie.
Oh shit.
That, you know what, boy.
Interessante.
Yeah, interessant to say the least.
Madison Square Garden.
You know what? You might call me crazy, but I think Neiman. We haven't seen the ceiling for Neiman Gracie.
But dude, when he beat Ed Ruth, I was like, whoa.
he's something different. He's special. You can never count out Rory, but I feel like he's had a tough.
And now he's like finding Jesus and God.
He is?
His last fight, he said after his last fight, he said God.
Wait, who did he fight in his last one?
John Fitch. He said,
That's a bad sign when you look. For me, I'm a man of God.
Yeah.
But I always embrace.
gotta embrace the violence.
He's always seemed to me like not that kind of like Canadian, like, oh yeah, I don't know, I'm agnostic.
Yeah.
But I don't know about if there's God or not. But I feel like when you in a huff, when you go all in for Jesus, like out of nowhere, I feel like you're going through some fucking problems in your life. You're going through some head shit. You know what I mean? And that's not a good sign. No. Either that or you just got locked up. But at least he's not talking about the 5% Nation of Islam, porra cara.
And then on the same card, Lyoto Machida is taking on Chael Sonnen.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say. That's the Dave and Buster's classic. That should just be Buster's, just not even Dave.
Air on MySpace.
That's that's on
so
Friendster.
I hope Chael wins.
You do?
Of course, I love Chael. But,
you don't love Lyoto Machida?
I don't know him, but Chael.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but
Chael's a nice guy too. But me and him also had a beef before.
Oh yeah.
But not. It's a one-sided. I don't have a problem with him. No, I never had a problem.
Who do you think wins this fight?
It's almost impossible. Just I don't know.
I mean, I think from the way Chael's looked, I would say Machida.
Yeah. Well, he was beating.
But he was.
Here's the thing about. I would say Machida, but it feels like, you know what? I think Chael is just so smart. I think he's just such a smart guy. I feel like if he wants to, he can cook up a way to just nullify it. If I had, I don't know.
On that same card, Darian Caldwell is a rematch against Haraguchi. He was beating Haraguchi the first time he was in a ring. Haraguchi submitted him, which I couldn't believe it. And then Dylan Dennis is on that card.
Fighting who?
Max Humphrey. Don't know much about Max Humphrey, but
who's the Max Humphrey?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think he's like
Chris Humphrey's brother.
Like 3-2.
Is this on Bellator?
Yeah, in Bellator.
Okay, right.
On like the main card.
What's his nickname?
Max Humphrey?
Yeah.
I don't know. But did you see the other guy that on Bellator card? The guy that what's his name fought? The guy that who was the wrestler in WWE? Jack Swagger.
Yeah.
Jack Swagger.
You watched that fight?
Yeah. Wait, he's fighting?
No.
He did fight?
Yeah.
Did he do okay?
Dude, he fought this guy that looked like Jack Black. Like
But did he win?
No, he got fucking murdered.
No.
Yeah.
No, Swagger won.
Swagger won.
Okay.
Yeah, he won.
Have you ever seen his gimmick or whatever?
Oh, he came out and he said, "We the people." He did the whole thing. But this guy
is that character supposed to be like gay or something?
I don't know, but the guy he fought looked like he was like, "Hey, you and B 234, get over here. You're fighting Jack Swagger."
I'm sorry. I got the Hong guy. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking about Jack Swagger. Did you see a thing that I posted, like a meme where this is a couple, maybe even a month ago, where the guy gets up out of a bulldog choke by doing a headstand?
Yeah.
And he have like a he's like a dandy.
Seamus.
He's like a dandy.
He's like an Irish guy.
Yeah.
The guy that says grab my penis. The guy with the
he's
penis?
very he have a very pale skin and like maybe like head hair.
Yeah.
What is that guy's fucking gimmick? It's almost like he's an Irish dandy.
Yeah, he's like
but like a
dancer or something.
But like a It's almost gayish or something.
But he's the guy with the magical penis.
I believe
There's a guy that like, you grab his penis and then people start tapping out. Like he's like touch it.
Oh yeah,
and they touch it.
and I said it was like whatchamacallit. It was like if he
That guy's the best.
What was the meme? It was like it was something to do with the early stoppage or whatever.
It was the Ben Askren choke.
But who
when
he
bulldog?
Yeah,
Robbie.
it said like if
Robbie
if Hobby had just if Herb had waited 2 more seconds or whatever. Did you see that?
No.
I gotta find it. Why you guys
He
talking?
like backs out. He like handstand and backs out of this bulldog.
And it looks
up and like a fucking circus ringleader or something.
That's great.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, these wrestling. That one guy he's like the magical penis, and
it might be this guy
if you
because
grab his penis, then the guys just like go crazy. Like,
I was happy to see this. See, I don't know this guy's work, Hilly, but I was happy to see this guy exist because it reminded me of something old. Like I didn't know they had guys like this anymore.
The guy's in indie wrestling. He refuses to go into the.
For him, this is. I don't know if this is it. So I had the wrong person though, not Jack Swagger.
Yeah, Jack Swagger fought a guy that they.
Yeah, I saw that shit. I remember that shit. Yeah. And the guy was but the guy was doing okay for a minute there, no?
Well, the guy came out to Old Town Road, which I liked.
Didn't you see the guy? What the other guy fought? What was the other? Recently didn't Batiste?
No, he's not fighting anymore.
When did he do that fight?
That was years ago.
Oh, was it years ago?
Yeah, he almost lost.
Oh.
That guy almost beat him. I remember when he was training at like. Someone was training
He's
him
still doing jiu-jitsu, I think. He's like a purple belt.
I saw a Hobbin Black
Batista.
breakdown of that fight, and I thought it happened like last week
That
or
was a long
something.
time ago.
Oh, okay, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So while we're looking for this, I'm gonna try this girl one more time. If not,
Who the fuck she thinks she is?
she said she wanted to do later, but I wanted to do when you were here.
But I'm here later.
I know.
You're the one who said 12. I didn't.
I said 12, right?
Yeah, but why 12 if I gave you
he could do 12.
2? Oh.
Because of me, bro.
Hey, what's up? You're on the MMA Roasted Podcast.
Hello?
Sorry, y'all.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, who is this?
This is Adam Hunter. You're on the MMA Roasted Podcast. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
You're here with Renato Laranja. You know Renato?
Yeah, what's up?
You tell me. You heard my message or no?
He left.
I left a voicemail for you.
Apparently, I need to know a little bit more.
Yes, of course. Also got Tyler Smith and my man Weendawg.
Yo.
Crystal, you got a big fight coming up this Saturday night, or this Friday night in LFA. Are you excited?
Dude, I couldn't be more excited. Like, the level of excitement is through the roof right now. Like, I literally feel like I'm being electrocuted by excitement. Oh, wait, I'm actually hooked up right now to a bunch of electrocution treatments trying to relax my muscles. So excuse me if you hear me go in shock and awe every now and again.
Nice.
Oh, you ruined what I was gonna do on our first date, porra.
Now you're a very interesting woman. Now, where did you grow up?
I actually grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. That's where I was born and raised. I was raised over in Greece for a little while, in Europe. So, but that was just, when I was a kid. But for the most part, I'm from Cleveland.
Nice. You grew up in Cleveland.
What up, Cleveland representing the home.
And then when did you start training?
I started training martial arts when I was 21 years old. So being an athlete's kind of always been a passion of mine. But I didn't get started as a fighter until I was 21.
Nice. Now I also read that you're also a full-time stripper or part-time stripper or dancer.
Yes, I'm an exotic entertainer. I've been a stripper for 12 years now.
Which exotic venue do you do it at?
What's up?
Which exotic bar or establishment do you do it at? Gentleman's club you do it at?
Well, I dance all around the country, so.
Ooh,
Wow.
Whichever city I happen to be in on that day.
So only in the country, never the city or nothing like that?
Just the country.
It's like a True Detective, you know.
And I'm not giving anybody no shout-outs, I'll tell you that.
It's season 1 of True Detective.
You'll catch me. Good luck.
Wow.
You're in the trailer park in the middle of the woods in Louisiana, porra caralho.
So you're a featured dancer and a fighter. I mean, that's awesome.
And Greek.
And you're Greek. That's good for you. And that's talk about that.
Have you ever met Giannis Antetokounmpo?
No, I have not.
Oh, caralho.
Have you ever got them like confused, like you're in the middle of a dance routine and start like elbowing people in the face, or you're in the cage and you like take off your clothes?
I'm probably like the history's first Christian cage fighting stripper for that. So
yeah.
I got a question for you. If you was giving me a private dance, okay, and then I start you went for underhooks, are you gonna allow that one, or you gonna call the guy, or how you gonna approach?
Oh man, you start swimming for underhooks, I'm gonna dig the top of my head right to the bottom of your chin and just kind of swim underneath your arm and slowly choke you out unconscious. Walk away, steal your wallet, and leave you waking up wondering what the fuck happened.
Wow.
Touche.
Wow. That sounds hot, actually.
You need to know who you're fucking with.
Damn. Look at this girl.
Uncle Hanach met his match.
That is
great.
That sounds good. That sounds great.
I was
like a fucking party.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the Heimlich maneuver back.
Now you were on a roll, but then you took 4 years off of MMA. How come you took 4 years off?
Because she was pregnant, and then.
So, thank you very much for asking that question.
I have a black
crazy.
baby.
A lot of people think I took all this time off of MMA, and that actually isn't the case. Like, I took time off from the competitive circuit of MMA, but what I did was I switched over to jiu-jitsu, because people were not stepping up to the plate as a fighter. With an MMA fight, fights back out. Nobody wants to take a fight. And I was getting frustrated.
Yeah.
I continuously trained for these fights, and no one was showing up. So what I did was I started competing in jiu-jitsu, where I knew for a fact if I'm going to train my ass off for the next 2 months for a competition, at least I'll get the chance to fight somebody.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen? Were you one of the actors in Fast Time at Ridgemont High, the cheerleaders?
I'm sorry, the phone cut out. Ask that again?
Have you ever seen Fast Time at Ridgemont High? Are you one of the cheerleader in that one?
No, she's so young. This girl's like, she's like 30 years old. She's like, come on.
Then I get fucked up in the thing.
Yeah.
We don't call him Spirit Bunny anymore. It's such a put down.
Now, God, I saw one of your grappling matches against Rachel Cummings.
Ooh, Cummings.
I like Rachel.
I didn't say I didn't.
That was a pretty good match. Hello?
Hey, what's up? Your questions are cutting out on me, man.
No, I said,
sorry.
Whoa. I said I saw one of your grappling matches against Rachel Cummings in the EBI.
Is she Hilly Dan?
Man, one of maybe 5 times that I've ever been submitted was during the EBI. That was disheartening for me.
That's okay. You'll
out of the hundreds of grappling matches that I've had.
He brought up that one.
EBI is the one that.
Sorry, that was the one that came up when I Googled you. I apologize. I'm not judging. You still looked awesome. I watched a bunch of your other submissions. I saw your fight against Cheyenne Vachalis. That was a good fight.
Cheyenne Vachalis, yeah.
Does she only fight people that have like names of strippers and porn stars? Fucking Cummings, Cheyenne, Crystal.
Whoa.
No, I saw your fight against Cheyenne. That was a good fight. I think it was in Tough Enough.
Tough Enough.
That's correct. Yes, that was for the Tough Enough title. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you're
and that was another one. Like I ended up, I had fought like 3 weeks prior to that in the Tough Enough. And then I took 1 week off, and then I fought in the World in the gi on the other side of the country, and then I go back and I train for like less than a week, and then I fly back out to Vegas to fight Cheyenne for a title fight. When honestly, I hadn't been training MMA, nor did I even have a training camp.
All right, nobody's attacking you. Nobody's attacking you.
I feel fucking attacked over here. Okay?
No, you're a very good fighter.
I'm joking.
You're a very good fighter. You're very attractive. You're probably single based on your attitude. Do you have a boyfriend or no?
No, I don't have a boyfriend right now.
And Greek women.
Why are you looking for applications?
No, I have a wife and a kid who and then they give me enough headache. But if I was single, I would totally go for you because you look like you're like a wild woman, a nice wild. Crazy, interesting, fun girl. You look like a fun time, right? You look like definitely.
Oh well, thank you. I think.
But it'll be hard though because you're always training and you're always traveling across the country dancing. That's got to be tough.
Yeah, then what you gotta do.
Now, is it fully nude dancing or is it just pasties or topless? Or?
Depends on wherever the rule sets are. So
What do you?
wherever the rules are, I follow the game.
Now, what do you prefer?
Well, actually, right now I quit dancing. So,
What the
but
fuck?
when I was an entertainer, it was whatever the rules were, it didn't matter to me because either way, I stayed true to my morals and my values.
Oh,
so
what is
that's
your moral?
all that really mattered.
What is your moral and your value?
Oh, well, I mean, like we talked about at the beginning of the conversation, you lay your hands on me, I lay my hands on you, even trade for me.
Damn.
Well, what if I don't lay them on there and I more just squeeze you instead?
Oh, yes.
What,
Get it.
the problem is that these guys is laying.
I like the way you think. I like the way you think. You're very crafty.
Well, no, the thing is, if they laying hands, it feel like a limp handshake. Like I don't like that either. But I grab your ass, and then I'm not fucking around like these guys.
By the way, Renato says that he met you
Right.
before.
He starts going for arm drags and shit when people.
Exactly.
By the way, now, do you remember meeting Renato?
How could you not?
Hello?
I remember taking a picture with him where I think he had it was me and two guys, and he had his hands on the guys' faces. Something of that nature.
Oh, maybe I was clunking the heads together or something like that.
Yeah, I got it. Now, Renato.
Something like that.
Now,
he's that Mr. Womanizer over there.
Whoa.
Womanize. What? Who am I supposed to eyes? A man? The equalizer.
Listen.
Are you saying what?
Ain't nobody trying to come after you with some child support, okay?
Fuck that. You already.
No child support.
You got enough black Greek kids of your own anyway.
So, wait, do you have any kids?
Probably.
No, I don't have any children.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then where do you live full time?
In Compton.
I currently live in Los Angeles, so I'm training at Black House MMA full time. I moved out here right before my last training camp.
See, Black House.
There you
She's
go.
attracted only to black.
So, are you training with Bubba Jenkins?
Oh, Bubba Jenkins.
I actually have not met whoever that is, but I've heard. I've heard of this man.
Shout out to Bubba Jenkins.
What about Alan Juban?
Yes, he's in here. He comes to do wrestling practice with Kenny Johnson.
Oh, nice. So what's your main strength? Is it Muay Thai? Is it wrestling? Is it jiu-jitsu, right? Probably.
It's falafel.
It's falafel. How did you know? My goodness, that's so crazy, man. How
it's
do people
tzatziki
get that
sauce.
stuff?
I make my own
jiu-jitsu girl
tzatziki
for the most part.
Nice.
And I also started off actually in Muay Thai fighting, which a lot of people don't know about me. But I ended up taking second in Muay Thai nationals before I even started training jiu-jitsu. So
good for you. You sound like a badass. Now, when was the last time you had a boyfriend?
It's been about a year and a half since I've dated anybody.
What happened?
He turned out.
I don't know. I have no idea what happened.
He was
I guess he broke his own heart. So that's how that happened.
This girl's hilarious.
Insecurities.
Oh, God,
You got to come in the studio
people.
next time. I feel like we have to have you in studio. That's what I was hoping, that you'd come to studios to see that there were any fireworks between you and Renato.
I'd hub fresh
Man,
mint.
it'd be more like bombs dropping. So nobody wants an atomic bomb going off.
Okay.
Wow. Damn.
The world needs to live.
You know what? I'm gonna drizzle you with Kalamata olive oil and fresh mint leaf.
Yes.
Bye. Thank you.
All right. Love you guys. Talk
Bye.
to you soon. Goodbye now.
Anyway, what do you got coming up, Tyler?
Not much. I was supposed to.
That's refreshing.
I was supposed to compete June 22nd, and I've been sick, and I got injured. The
You've
LA
been sick?
LA Open.
Why are you
I'm
here?
always fucking sick, man. Oh, I'm not sick anymore, but so
meanwhile, you've been hacking up
I
and
just haven't been. Right.
God,
I haven't been training like I should, so I'm not going to compete.
I got a hospital bracelet on. What the fuck is going on here? Look at this fucking guy.
And Weendawg, what do you got coming up?
Just follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Weendawg. Go listen to No Big Deal.
I stepped on. Say again.
Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Weendawg, and that's it.
What about your new podcast?
Listen, hold on, my brother.
Yeah.
Spell it out for the fucking people, because they're gonna go Weendawg and it's not gonna say Weendawg. Don't be stupid.
WEND fuck. WENDAWG. I think that's how you spell it. Yeah, like Weendawg.
THEWEENDOG.
Yeah.
No,
And it'll
DA
come up.
No, it's DAWG.
AWG.
DAWG.
Let me see
All right, there you go.
Let me see you goddamn fucking stupid thing.
And then what about your podcast?
I got a new podcast. It's either I don't know what the name is. It's gonna be Spookville or Spooktown or something like that.
Hey, you know what? What is that? One of you alt-height podcasts?
No, it's like a
How
scary.
the white man is constantly surrounded by spook.
What do you mean?
Spook is like a derogatory.
Oh, you're too young for that.
No, it's like a scary podcast.
No.
What's wrong with Spook?
You're so. Oh boy, you're so. Listen, you're not old enough to be calling a spy a spook.
I don't even know. Other stuff like Spooky,
I got this new
Spooktown.
podcast called Crackers Rule. It's
I got
it's about
one
crackers.
called Porch Monkeys, surrounded by porch monkeys, and it's just about us hanging out in. Yeah, I got spear chuckers, fuck up, die, kill yourself.
Yeah.
And no, but listen, we don't call Afro Americans.
Podcast called.
I really didn't even know it was a
podcast called Screw
derogatory
the
term.
Heaps.
That's because you a piece of shit. No, hold on, Weendawg. I'm gonna help you here. Weendawg.
The Weendawg, yeah.
Okay.
So it's Creepy
I
Man,
even
Creep
put it and
Town.
it don't come up.
Is it the Weendawg?
Is your first guest gonna be that Crystal?
Is it the Weendawg?
Yeah, the Weendawg. Yeah.
Weendawg.
So just a podcast about scary stuff like hauntings and exorcisms.
Ghouls?
Spooky stuff,
Okay,
ghouls and creepy
I want to
crawly
help
stuff.
this fucking kid because he don't even know how to help himself. The fucking kid, his Instagram, if you give a shit, is THE,
Yeah.
Ween, WEEN, and Dawg,
Yeah.
DAWG.
Yeah.
If you had, I put in Ween, even before I got to the fucking dog part, you didn't came up.
Yeah.
So I hope you haven't been doing this your whole life.
No.
Tell people the heel spelling of your shit so they can find you.
It's there's no spaces. It's just THE.
I already just told the fucking Weendawg.
Fucking do it again.
I thought you were telling me to do it again.
Well, do it at your earliest convenience, not at my expense.
What do you got, Renato?
Oh, carajo, what don't I got? Plenty.
Child support.
I'm making money. Boy, I'm living good. Huh. I have a lot of shit going on, and
Anything anyone can support you with?
you know what? Support this. Go to listen. I got a job for you guys to do here. Height now. Drop everything you're doing. Okay. Go to my Instagram, which is Renato_Laranja. Okay, and then go to the bio, and you're gonna find a Patreon. And then you're gonna go on there and you're gonna support your uncle Hanach, okay? So he don't have to do shit like MMA host anymore. and talk to disgruntled Greek stripper / MMA fighter. And he can rest and relax and also provide you with quality entertainment for the rest of your life. Okay, so go on there and don't be cheap. Renato has provide you with a lot of laughs and a lot of comfort and a lot of in your hardest time of need, and he's also look good. That's it. A Patreon, Renato Laranja.
All right, this Thursday night, I'm doing a comedy show in Woodland Hills at the Tap Out Gym. It's a fundraiser for Dean McDermott.
Tap Out Comedy.
For leukemia.
Wait a second here. It's for who?
For Dean McDermott.
Oh,
yeah, Dean. Tori's,
Tori's husband?
From Dean and
Tori,
Mean
yeah.
Machine.
Yeah,
Dean
yeah.
and Mean in
Dean and Tori,
between.
yeah.
So he's doing a benefit.
Benefit for leukemia. Not, to like cure leukemia.
He's trying to benefit leukemia.
not to like help leukemia.
He's like, hey, leukemia.
Give leukemia a boost.
Yeah.
And then Friday night, I'm at the Avi Casino in Laughlin, Nevada.
The which one?
Avi.
Is that a Jewish one?
Avi Maria.
That's a Hebrew casino?
I think it's called Avi Casino.
Listen, Avi.
Hey, Avi.
Yeah, we're Native American. The tribe
And
of
then-
the Ashkenazi.
Saturday night, I'm at the Ice House.
Put
Quarter in that
Yeah.
slot over there.
June.
a shekel in the shot. Dreidel. Oh, snake eyes.
June 11th to the 16th, I'm at the Comedy Cave in Calgary. June 19th to 23rd, the Minnesota House of Comedy. June 19th to 23rd. Then July 1st to the 7th, I'm at the Comedy Club at the Stratosphere Hotel. July 18th to 21st, I'm at Off the Hook Comedy Club
And the Catskills.
in Naples, Florida.
Oh,
And then July 26th, I'm at the San Jose Theater with Russell Peters.
Nice.
Wait, Hustle Peters?
Yeah.
Wait, on what?
San Jose, California?
Yeah, San Jose, California.
Wait, but what venue?
I'm at San Jose Theater with Russell Peters.
That's just the most generic.
July 26th.
I'm at San Jose Theater.
August 17th at the MGM Harbor in Maryland with Russell Peters. And then August 21st to the 24th, the Looney Bin at Little Rock, Arkansas. So yeah, come check out the shows.
I wanna go with you one time. Maybe you can somehow get us a dual gig somehow. I wanna travel with you to the worst. I mean, just the worst. And I just want to experience the worst.
We should do a week-long podcast road trip where we all just follow you around to shit shows.
It would be interesting.
Called my career.
To try to do that, like to do a tour of just awful shit and just see what happens.
Can make it like looking for a fight, but just looking for a show,
looking for a
gig.
Looking for a way out. Anyway, so thank you, Crystal, for coming on the show. Thank you, Ben Askren.
Oh, he was on?
Calling in earlier.
Oh,
yeah,
thanks a lot.
We got a surprise.
So he was just calling me, and then we just talked on the show.
What he's up to?
He's training for Masvidal.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
3-piece.
I can't wait for the press junkets of that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I'm also writing the MMA Awards, which is July 3rd in Las Vegas. And then I'm working for the UFC again. Text from Last Fight is coming back this Saturday night.
What?
Text from Last Fight, where I pretend I'm fighters texting each other during the fights.
I didn't know you did that. I gotta check that out. Yeah.
So they're bringing that back. And then also working with the PFL. And then if you want to support me, go to rockfin.com, ROKFIN.com/Adam Hunter. I'm throwing up new podcasts every day up there. We had some good ones yesterday. We had a guy that is 10-0, and he's also Eli Tomac, and he's a hairdresser, but he can't get a fight. So he sort of kind of quit. He does biathlons, but we want to get him back. So
he does do biathlons.
Oh God! Right.
He was on the show, and so was Biggie Mike. No, he's married with a kid and married to his high school sweetheart.
You just hear hairdressing MMA fighters.
I told him he should do Brutus the Barber beefcake and just walk out with big shears.
And the ladies love,
And at the end, shave the guy's head after he.
Not a bad fucking idea.
And then also I had Biggie Mike Rhodes on also yesterday.
Oh, I like him. He's a good dude.
Yeah. So
wait, let me ask you a question. You do a podcast separate from this that only exclusive on your Hoofykins?
On Rockfin, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So listen to that, people out there. You're getting some extra shit on there. It's not just the same old stuff.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you,
Take
dude.
care. Have a good week.
Peace.
Trap sonsen, trap donsen. Түүний сонсдог хөгжим дур булаан. Даалж дуулан дур булаа мууруулаа.